All right, everyone, welcome. We are live for the Solve for Why coverage of Landon Tice versus Bill Perkins, a much anticipated match. And I'm excited to see what we are about to cover.
We're staring at a black screen here, Andre. What? We got a match or what? There we go.
And we're live. So the players have started already. Both players have sat. They both began with 40,000. The stakes are 200, 400, no limit hold'em. As you see, they are playing on America's Card Room. You see Berkey there in my shot. As you see, he is
I'm old, man. This looks small. I can't see numbers. I can't see names.
We'll have a little bit of a forward motion for you.
Does Perkins have his own avatar and Landon? Nope.
No, Perkins is.
How do they not have custom? Let's go, ACR. Get on your shit. We need a Bill Perkins Die with Zero book. Like,
that's true.
Held up in the corner. We need that nice flowing lion's mane of hair from Landon.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Phil, I think the two players here deserve a little bit of their own avatars. So the players are playing 200, 400, no limit hold'em. This is a match that has been set through the Twitterverse. Landon has laid 9 big blinds to play Bill Perkins for 20,000 hands. And that means that Landon has given Bill Perkins $720,000 to play him for 20,000 hands at 200, 400, no limit hold'em.
Oh, Andre, I like that little graphic you created. That is nice. You know what? It's especially nice about it, seeing Landon's face there instead of the businessman himself.
Well, the businessman's gonna try to get on that graphic. I'll tell you that. But yeah, beautiful layout by Andre, of course. So far, the players are jabbing at each other. Nothing too much, but give me your thoughts, Berkey. You know, this is an anticipated match.
Yeah, I think I am the pessimist of the group. Not that I think that Landon is going to lose, obviously. I'm betting quite heavily that the young man is going to win, actually. But I think that his young brash ego maybe got a little bit in the way of negotiating fair terms here. 9 big blinds is a fuck ton, man. An absolute fuck ton. So essentially, like, he's handicapped himself at about the same odds as Doug did for the Negreanu match. So essentially, he's saying he's roughly a 4-1 favorite over Bill in this scenario. And that may have been true if they would have started the match the day that the although I don't even know necessarily, because Landon had at that point Landon had played like 5K hands of heads up ever. And you know, granted, Bill probably wasn't very studied at the time either. Okay. But I guess I feel pretty confident that Landon's study time was better utilized than Bill's.
Okay.
At the end of the day, what are we really talking about here, man? We're talking about a 22-year-old kid who's fucking hungry and who learned no limit hold'em in 18 months to go from 25 cent, 50 cent to 200, 400 no limit.
Yeah.
Versus an entrepreneur who can't really even nail down a schedule because he's too busy vacationing in the Bahamas.
I mean, which life do you want?
No, we want Bill's life, and hopefully we're going to facilitate some of that life through this match here. But I guess what I'm getting at is, like, you know, Landon's working with the best team in the business and is dedicating literally every waking minute of his life to this match. And Bill is trying. Bill's trying, which is more than we can usually say about Perkins when he's playing poker. He usually plays for a good time.
That's true.
So, you know, he's going to be out there swinging. I imagine he's going to make our life hell. Hell, we're starting at a 720K deficit. So that graphic's a little off, actually.
Well, they just updated the graphic. Bill's up 10,000.
Yeah, Bill's up 10,000, but Bill's actually up 730,000.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is tough. You know, it's a tough go.
I'd like to keep the graphics the way they are. Like, I don't want to see like 740, 770.
No, I'm sick, man. I want to see it like count down.
Yeah. It's like,
I want to see
it.
I want to see it go from like, yeah, we need like a spot counter also.
Yeah.
Right. So like maybe in the right hand side, we just have like this negative 720 that just gets ticked backwards every time Landon books a win.
Bill starts with the larger sizing on 765 two-tone after raising. He goes with a 2/3 turn deuce of clubs.
I wonder how exploitative we'll see those large sizings out of Bill on textures like this. I mean, the fact that he checks back turn makes me think he might be a little bit more balanced in this particular spot than others. Although this could just be some overpairs. Block here by Landon.
Check, turn. Landon comes with the block on the river.
Makes a lot of sense. Board texture changed. It's 4 to a straight, now 3 to a flush. He's going to do this very protected. He's going to have some nutted hands in this range as well. I don't think Bill is going to have very many hands that raise this river. Ooh, that's a nice combo.
Straight for Landon.
How excited are you to be doing heads up commentary again, man?
It's a great time. 3-bet from Perkins. See it coming at 4,400. This is really coordinated board. Jack 10-9. I expect some smaller sizing from Perkins here or Chuck's.
Yeah, this is where my knowledge kind of lacks a little bit, because when you're playing like ring, be it 6-max or full, you're doing a ton of checking on these textures in 3-bet pots. As the out of position player, there's just like, a lot of other table, please. There's just like a lot of equity being evenly distributed, and position just really hinders.
He comes with the 2/3 size.
The out of position player. Heads up, I imagine you're doing a lot more betting here. This 5 really changes nothing aside from bringing the backdoor, which both players will probably have a pretty equal distribution of.
Another 2/3 pot.
This sizing feels weird to me. This bet matrix, if you will, feels a little bit jarring.
You wanted to see an all-in or a check?
No, I don't necessarily know that makes sense. Maybe it just starts with the flop size, because like when he goes 2/3, 2/3, now we land. If Landon is to call, we landed a river of
like half pot.
No,
less,
way less. He has 16,000 back. The pot's gonna be like 42.
Yeah. So like 30,
somewhere between 35 and 40% pot. Just feels weird to size that way. Not that it's wrong, obviously. There are scenarios where that occurs.
And then comes with a big bet on the turn here. This one. Well, that's an ever-changing river. We kind of missed the action on this one.
Almost certain to be a 3-bet pot. A 3-bet pot or a check raise flop spot. I don't actually think the 10 is as damning as it appears.
Well, backdoor flush filled.
Right, but whether this was a 3-bet pot or a check raise pot.
Top 2, and that's a brick straight draw for Landon. I assume this was that had to very likely be a check raise
pot. Yeah.
Nice hands for Bill. Gets off to an early
Landon's
lead.
Candidate there.
I mean, he's at the bottom of his range.
What was the turn? It was 9-8-5 flop, right? 6-7 was the flop nuts.
Mm-hmm. And then the turn was an 8?
No. Didn't pair the board.
I missed
9-8-5 something 10.
Yeah.
So maybe like the deuce of spade turn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about heads up strategy. I feel like maybe that's one that check raise checks.
He had a spade. He was bottom of
range. He did not have a spade.
Yeah, he did. 6-4, 4 spades, I think.
I think it was 4 clubs.
Okay.
It'd be nice if we had the 4-color deck.
ACR, you're asking for a lot of money. ACR.
They don't have a 4-color deck?
I think they do.
Oh, okay.
They have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Andre, if we can ever switch up the deck color, that'd be great.
Okay, so they really want us to feel the pain.
Just constantly throwing the Perkins name out there?
Yeah, Perkins up 55K, Perkins up 775K.
It would have been nice if he at least had a decision there. Like maybe, the river isn't a fucking 10.
Yeah. He just has top 2. Like, never.
Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting hand to break down. One thing that I am hoping to accomplish by covering this match is doing like a weekly breakdown show. So basically, like we have access to Landon. I'm just going to talk to him and be like, hey, give me 4 or 5 hands that you felt were relevant over the course of the week, because he's going to be doing a lot of database analysis anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll find like 4 or 5 cool spots, run through them a little bit, maybe even introduce a little bit of the GTO check solver that just came out. It's funny, I'm shilling it, and we have like no affiliation, but I am like really excited to use this thing. I think that it's it's really the bridge for people who don't do a ton of solver work, and more importantly, like people who are very visual, which for us making videos is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, you get a bunch of graphs and charts. It's really appealing to the audience.
Well, maybe they give us a piece. Raise from Landon, table 2. I mean, table 1. King, queen, jack. 2 spades. Let's see if he comes with the small or the big. Comes with the flop over bet.
Yeah, this is pretty common on 3 Broadway boards or triple Broadways. Just do a lot of overbetting in these spots.
Board 4 lines to the straight.
I think you'll see probably a lot of big betting out of Landon again. Not overbetting though. When it 4 lines like this, I imagine a lot of his range goes like 2/3.
We do see 2/3, and now the board 4 lines to the ace.
Now we'll see an all-in at a really high probability, I think. This is a single raise pot, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I would assume we're going to see an all-in here at pretty high frequency.
Both players have ace, though.
Sure, but obviously Landon has a significant advantage. Don't get me wrong, I think he'll check also. That's weird to me.
Comes with half.
Half is weird to me. I feel like this might just be something that
Gets it through.
I also feel like that should just get paid.
Maybe Perkins had a 9 on the turn.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
Maybe some
yeah,
two-pair.
my intuition, I don't know that spot. I'm not super studied in it. But my intuition is that the imposition player gets to apply a ton of pressure to deny the chop. And when he fails to do that, the out of position player gets to just realize the chop for a relatively cheap price. Like, I don't think, again, I could be wrong. I could be way off here, but I don't think it's a big mistake to call half pot there to chop. You're effectively getting 1-to-1.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I love heads up.
Well, you have to be able to, you have to be chopping there a third of the time to break even. Which seems, I guess, like you can't, I guess that's the tricky part, right? If you call 100% of the time, are you chopping a third? Tough to know. Maybe his blockers are relevant there.
Yeah.
But he'll also have just like some shoves because he'll have some ace X
Yeah, that's true.
as well, which is going to
Offset the minimum defense there.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
We'll see that one. We'll do that little review.
Intuitively speaking, though, like it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. You don't cause a big problem for MDF by betting small.
Yeah. Well, that's always, yeah.
Right. Well, it's a little different here because you're actually betting double what you bet because he's only getting half in return.
7 for Perkins. 3 bet from Perkins on the right table. Landon representing Solve for Y. Perkins representing the billionaires across the world.
Oh man, I gotta tell you, I was not excited to take on another 300 hours of my life covering heads up no limit hold'em. You would think that I would at least attempt to get good at heads up no limit hold'em if I'm going to do this. Like I had the opportunity to sit on a lot of Landon's heads up study sessions and stuff like that, but I kind of removed myself a little bit so that I could remain more impartial here / not divulge too much of his strategy.
That's fair. I haven't sat in any of his sessions, which is great.
Bro, he's good.
Yeah, of course he's good.
Not only is he good, but like the team he outfitted himself with is the best.
Is it public who he worked with or no?
Probably not. There was some moving pieces at the top towards the end, but
So this was 3 bet third pot check, now block shove.
Spicy. Yeah, that's gonna be a river card that really smashes Landon's range.
Yeah, but Landon's repping flush.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think he gets to shove thinner than that in a 3 bet pot.
That was a big size though.
Bill's not gonna have a lot of 6x though. 6x was the one liner, right?
I think there was another straight, like the other side.
Oh, 9
Top, yeah.
Okay. When I say shove a lot, I don't.
I know what
like
you mean.
High frequency.
No, like the top of his range.
That'll be like the size that he chooses, essentially.
Poker jargon is weird. It's like shove a lot. Okay, so we're shoving a bunch. No.
Right. It'll be like Jack 10 for bluffs, Jack 9 for bluffs, and then
Ace of Heart probably is bluff, like just naked, like with a piece. Ace of Heart.
yeah.
Float. Ace of
Yeah,
Heart
I guess
float.
in my head he wasn't making it there a lot of the time because it was a backdoor flush, right?
I don't think so. I think it was float.
I gotta pay closer attention to these boards. Yeah, if it's a front door flush draw, then you're right. If it's backdoor flush draw, I imagine having a heart is a nice, a nice aside, but not maybe not necessary for the ranking of your lowest equity hands.
So I am getting notice that our voices are very quiet in comparison to the table noises.
There's table noises?
Yeah, it must be.
This isn't live.
I will raise my volume.
No. You don't get to control that. Andre does.
Okay.
Like if you turn it up, you'll just hear us louder in your ears. not actually on stream. Well, hopefully we don't actually have table noises.
Then people are hearing beep beep.
Oh my god. I would turn the fucking stream off.
Beep beep.
Nothing drives me more insane than... Is it you that keeps the sounds on?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope.
I feel like you're guilty of this.
I like the sounds.
See?
Queen high for value.
This is so weird going from like a 9-handed live game where it's literally 9 people flinging shit at one another, pretending to call it poker.
Yesterday was interesting.
and then sitting down watching like high level heads up play, trying to like understand why they actually have, good blockers.
I saw somebody call with King Jack high yesterday. I was like, okay.
And had the other guy dead.
Yep, the other guy was dead.
Just dead.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh man. That ace high call I made, I was just thinking about it. $45,000 pot at 5,100.
Wow, that is actually true. That's pretty insane. Yeah, I mean the gameplay is much bigger than advertised, though.
Yeah, for sure. I
It's
just wasn't even in the moment. I wasn't even like considering that we're about to play a 400 big blind pot. It was just like, this guy's full of shit.
You don't realize it when it's just chips. Whoever made chips is a genius.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like it's not normal. It's like if they actually put like 45K in hundreds, it's like, oh.
Well, then that bluff would have never happened, and I certainly wouldn't have called.
Yeah, there you go. So again, Landon Tice, $720,000 handicap to the hedge fund manager, Bill Perkins. And Bill Perkins holding his own today. He's up on the left table. A little bit of down on the right table, but all things considered, good session so far for Perkins. 3-bet on table 1. 4-bet.
Oh, hello.
4-bet comes in a little larger. 5-bet all in. Snap 5-bet.
You hate to see it.
Wow, that was a snap 5-bet.
You hate to see it.
That was a quick 5-bet. It's like he was like, listen, bro, I got jacks.
He had a hand in the chart, man. Wait,
I was like,
what's he got to take his time for?
he's like, I got jacks, bro. Like, we going for it. Nice hand from Perkins there. Obviously, our snap fold was a 4-bet bluff. Probably some like King 4 suited type hands in there sometimes. Straight.
Straight's a
Come on,
good hand.
Bill. We have to keep the company open, man. Like,
Oh, we can't sweat this day one, man.
no. Listen.
can't do
Oh, what if he just goes up 200K? You're not gonna sweat it.
I mean,
You're gonna be like, oh, it's not a problem. Don't worry.
no, if he goes up 200K, I'm going to redo my accounting a little bit. I'm going to allocate for all the funds I've allocated to this match. I'm going to consider them gone. And then everything from that point on is a positive free roll.
Okay. I like the way you think.
125,000. See ya.
Man.
And then you bet your ass I'll be grinding tomorrow.
Like, all right, well, where's the game? Is that
Sorry, guys. The stream has been canceled. I have to make my way to the Bellagio and recoup these losses.
so? The players are going to play 20,000 hands. So the hope is that we will be done prior to WSOP, which is scheduled to be in October this year, given all the world events. But hopefully we're done before that. And from what I can tell, Bill Perkins is pretty excited to play. And he looks like he wants to, you know, take a young man and show him the ropes of life.
Well, I don't know if that's what he wants to do. I think he wants to teach us all a life lesson about money.
I was trying to say it in a nice way. Like, you guys think you can invest like me? No. Third pot on 7-4-3-2 spades from Bill. Sizings are pretty sharp from Bill. You know, we did see check raise from Landon here. We did see in the Daniel match that he started with only 2 sizings. We're seeing more than 2 sizings from Bill from the jump.
I mean, he had a lot longer to prep.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know how diligently he was going about it, but also, like, you know, MJ and Matt are probably a lot more refined in their process of teaching it, right? Like, he's playing Landon, not Doug, so like there's a little less concern of having to be perfect, and there's probably also the element of watching Daniel kind of get bashed, taking the simple approach early, and then actually recoup a lot of funds as he adjusted later. Maybe just like start Bill
From the jump, yeah.
I just hope he gets bored. When he gets
There is
bored
that-
playing live,
There is that element, dude.
oh, when he gets bored playing live, like chips just fly.
Yeah, there is that element. Bill, you know, for the majority of his career, like he plays for the fun of it. Like, you know, he's not playing poker for money. We all know that. So it's like if he gets bored, we might just see a 6-bet all in, ace-5 suited. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, I like that. As long as Landon's not bluffing. There's an option on ACR to run it twice, and
There was, yeah,
Bill just emphatically denied.
yeah. There's no way that he was gonna ever click that.
It's so brutal.
It's just there was 0 chance that he was ever gonna click that.
Oh, it's so brutal. I've just accepted all outcomes. Whatever it may be, it may be.
3-bet win. Nice call from Landon on the left table.
Big shout out to Mike for the super chat donation. He wanted to know what program I was referring to. It's GTO Check by the Simple Suite products. It's effectively a cloud solver where you can just import hand histories and it spats back the solve for you. So you don't really have to worry about entering parameters, which is really nice. And then it has like a drilling down effect where you can analyze a lot of charts and graphs and visual data in a way that is maybe less intuitive, or sorry, maybe more intuitive than looking at a solve output from PO.
What did he ask me?
How's life ownership? Or sorry, house ownership.
It's stressful, man. It's stressful. You have contractors, you have people, you got inspectors, you got to shake hands. It's okay. I'm trying to rise up slowly through the ranks of life, like Bill Perkins did, and then maybe take on some more responsibilities. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. $5. We need it, bro. We're down like 40K today.
What was I going to say? Oh, what's worse, house ownership or business ownership?
I don't know. I'm too early in the house ownership part. I can't wait for someone to say this broke. I don't like that part.
You did build it from scratch. So that's
Hell
the
no.
worst fucking process.
Yeah, right. Everything you got is new.
Yeah, it's all new, but like it's never what you want. It's 10 times more expensive than you would ever anticipate. It's just a nightmare scenario. Like honestly, building a house is like the least what's the word? It's like the least satisfying thing that you could ever imagine. It'd be like if somebody said, "Yo, build your perfect girl," and you like started like describing it and like all this other stuff, and then it just like showed up and it was like a 6. You're like, what the fuck?
That does not sound
And they're
satisfying.
like, oh, you couldn't afford the 10. You cut a bunch of corners, and this is what you ended up with.
That's funny. That is funny, actually. Okay, I give you that one. That's good. But yeah, I'm still so really early in the process. Like, it's not like I still need to go back and actually do work at the house. But
You mean you need to hire someone to do work?
all that,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you're not getting your hands dirty. I know.
Nah, I am. I feel like
Get the fuck out of here.
I want to learn some stuff.
What are you gonna learn? The difference between a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver? Just get a butter knife. They both work the same. People don't know about the butter knife being the universal tool.
Screw?
It's just the universal tool.
Yeah.
You need a saw, you got a butter knife. You need a flathead, you got a butter knife. You need a
That was
Phillips head,
my-
you got a butter.
that
You
was
need
my
a
screw.
hammer, you got a butter knife.
Butter knife is strong though. How long do you think the players will play today? I guessed it was like 2 hours, given Bill's tendency.
The fact that Bill's winning, maybe less.
Maybe less that it goes 2 hours, or less time than 2 hours.
I think like, I don't know if they set a minimum, but yeah, I would assume like 2 hours to be pretty consistent, and I would also imagine that like when Bill's winning, he'll be more likely to quit.
10 high flush for Landon. Mike Yanesh. I feel like he plays at Bellagio.
Why don't you restart the tap tap thread? People love the tap tap thread.
Listen, man. I wasn't going to say this, but I think Mike Janesh was the guy that I took a photo of him with using the solver on the phone.
Well, now he'll have GTO check.
Exactly. It wasn't even really a solver. It was like a video of a solver, I think. It was something like that.
I feel like that was a very controversial thread.
I deleted the whole thing.
Did you really?
He asked me to.
No. The entire tap tap thread.
Oh, well, there was a lot of shit going down, bro. Like, you know, the tap thread was, people loved it, and people were like, damn, what the hell's going on? This guy's crazy. Most people liked it, though. But, you know, every now and then people are like, he said he went north. It's like, okay, man. Like, yeah, everybody went north. Like, it wasn't just me. It wasn't really 5'10". Like, it was like 5'10", 20. Just relax.
Also, there's no strategic advantage to going north unless like some nits are short stacking and run it up, and then you add on to cover.
Yeah,
Like then it's unfair to them, but like that's almost never the case in a reg heavy game.
I mean, I get it. Like, some people don't want people to go north if like they have some spots on their right and like, you know, they're going north to cover. But that's not what I was doing. It was like, we're all playing a game that's not the one on the plaque.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
and everybody's like going north, straddling bomb pods. Like, come on, man, like, relax. But whatever. Can't please everybody. Nits.
We do bomb pots for time now, and I desperately want them to be double board, but everybody thinks that they take too long. I don't think they understand how much money gets thrown around in double board bomb pots.
It is. They have to go to Texas.
Yeah.
So there's a 3-bet pot. Ace, Jack, 5. Bill has the lead. Oh, other table. But we missed this action. But a big pot from Landon here.
Yeah, I would guess again that this was a check raise spot by Landon. I mean, he's just all over this board. It's going to be really hard for Bill to find calls.
3-bet. I think this went big size on flop. Another 2/3. So he does his 2/3 a lot.
Yeah, it's
Or at least
so
not a lot,
weird,
but we've seen
man.
it twice.
He's going to land on river with third SPR. Oh, no, I guess not. This is a half a Landon stack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is weird. I feel like this is a...
Wow.
God, the call is so strange. I mean, Landon just has the nuts
Quarter
here.
pot.
Yeah, they have quarter pot remaining. Landon has a flush. Okay, Landon does not.
Wow. Landon must have had
Like Jack X
backdoors.
of clubs.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
He had to have that. There's no really other hand he can have that.
Yeah. Has to be like Jack X of clubs or like King Queen of clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like King Queen of clubs can maybe do some flop raising.
It was a 3-bet pot from,
Yeah.
and then Bill chose the bigger size of
Well,
the flop.
hopefully Landon's just gonna start adjusting. Like he can just expect in these 3-bet pots for it to just go 2/3, 2/3, no matter what. Which is, I think, advantageous to him in the sense that it's a wonky pot construction. So he just needs to tighten up his flop calling range, right? Like you just have to kind of overfold a little bit to the first 2/3. You can't really realize your backdoor hands knowing that you're going to face another big bet on the turn a lot. So either he just like peels less or raises more.
As you see on the bottom left, Perkins up $80,000 now.
I'm excited to see how Landon feels. I mean, because here's the thing, like, no limit hold'em is swingy to begin with. You're only going to win like a little over half your sessions anyway when you're good.
Theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically. Heads up, no limit hold'em, even more so. So, like, there's just going to be a lot of blood. And Landon just hasn't really faced that.
Big pot brewing on the right table. All in. Ace Jack versus King Jack. Oh, no.
King.
Please.
King. Damn it.
Well, how much is your house worth?
About what we're risking. Thank God the market's still up.
Nice hand from Bill. First person to crack 100K. As he's sitting on the right table with 126,000.
Oh baby, the chips are gonna fly.
I mean, we knew that, right? We
Yeah,
knew we were gonna play some big pots. The two players involved are not tight. Okay, we're done with that fucking gruff. Oh no.
Do we measure against the spot? Like Perkins is approaching $1 million.
No, we don't. We don't. We only do it when it's in our favor. Okay.
Bill Perkins up nearly $1 million in the challenge. Think about that. Landon is a couple hundred hands into the challenge and facing the same deficit that Gelfond had to come back from.
Wow, he sat out on him. This is so tilting. No, there's no way he quit him. That would be the.
I told you he would play short.
That's the most.
Oh no, they might be resetting stacks.
Resetting stacks? Nah, that's not allowed. But why? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
So the players seem to have closed one table. We'll see what's up. I'm curious if this is agreed upon. We'll get more information as we can. But
yeah, man, these guys are the nut low at negotiating terms and making them public. Like nobody has any fucking clue what's going on. They just have poor Haralabob. He's just the arbitrator of all things that were just like not covered prior.
That's funny. Okay, so that table has closed. The table with Perkins at 120K. Looks like they're up on another table.
Yeah,
now.
so I guess they're resetting stacks. Oh, that's brutal for Landon, man.
Yeah, that's bad because what we saw in the previous match was they just played, right? No matter how deep.
Yeah.
But if they're going to reset stacks.
I mean, it probably doesn't matter.
Well, it looks like he's sitting out on the left table now. So that stack's going to reset as well.
It probably doesn't matter a ton, but obviously, like.
No, it
matters.
It matters,
right, for sure. Because, like, if they can get 300 blinds deep, Landon's edge just compounds massive.
Right. I mean, this is like.
If this wasn't. Bro, if this wasn't negotiated ahead of time, I'm going to be super salty because like at some point you have to draw lines in the sand. When you're offering a super generous spot, you can't just let a guy like neutralize any and every single edge that you can fucking possess.
Yeah, I am surprised to see them reset stacks here just because the previous match didn't have that happen with the two other opponents.
At least to my knowledge, this was never discussed.
Big check raise from Bill here. 6-7 makes the nuts. There's a lot of available bluffs here too.
Yeah. Well,
What if
not really.
5-7, 9-7. Okay, gets it through. Nice hand, Bill.
Like trying to keep the business afloat while I watch it sink with every fucking pot. I just open up Discord and there's just fire everywhere. It's not even emojis. Like there's actual fire on my screen.
Shut up. Oh man. Okay, so the players did agree on a reset at 300 big blinds. It was negotiated and agreed upon.
Oh, that's so painful. Why would we agree to that? Where was I at during these negotiations? God damn it. That's an insane thing to agree to. Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
I mean, it's just like, it's like there's just no acknowledgement whatsoever that we're spotting $1 million fucking dollars.
Yeah, I mean it's that's definitely favorable for Perkins.
This is maddening to me. Like literally maddening to me. I can't imagine why we would do things like there was also discussion of when we were struggling a little bit to figure out how we were gonna finance or not finance everything, but like get money on ACR or whatever.
Mm.
There was discussion of like each player will just put 300K on and keep a ledger, and then just like pass the money back and forth.
Okay.
And I'm like, guys, we can't limit Perkins to a stop loss of sub 10 buy-ins.
That makes sense.
And like then it was discussion of like, okay, well we'll do like 500K or 600K or something like that. It's like, guys, we can't give Perkins a stop loss.
That's
like
fair, yeah.
one of the few things we have working for us is that he's uber rich and might lose $1 million in a day. Do we want to take that away from him?
That's fair. That's true. That's a good point.
It's just like, man, we have everything pitted against us except the fact that Landon's a really good poker player. But like at some point you just create enough hurdles where you can't win.
Check raise on the turn gets called. Another 5 comes. That's bad for Landon.
This is a check raise pot?
Check raise turn.
Oh, check raise. Yeah, very bad for him.
It's like repping a 5, then not 5. It just like gets there. Also 7-8. So
Yeah, also
not strong anymore.
7-8's a pretty good hand.
Oh, it's good, but it's not as strong as it obviously
Yeah.
it was on the turn.
You're like happy to have a bluff cut.
Gets shoved on. Damn. Nice hand, Bill. I think that's a good play on the river.
Yeah. That was a single raise spot.
Single raise, check call, check raise.
Yeah, that's a fucking brutal spot for Landon. Like Bill kind of just gets
Yeah,
shoved
he
range.
just- he
That
just-
lands on river. Like you just have Jack 10
Yeah.
all in.
It's just dead. 3-bet Landon, table 1. So the players are scheduled 20,000 hands, 300 big blind reset. There's no real concrete schedule, but we are attempting to finish before WSOP. And we're going to play a lot. We'll be here as much as we can.
We're gonna see a lot of heads up, no limit hold'em with no hole cards revealed.
You know what, man? I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to play. Like, if I'm going to watch this much, I'm going to play on the side because this is crazy. Like,
How many tables do you think Landon's playing right now outside of these two?
no,
6,
stop.
7?
Stop.
He's got like 2-4 no limit in the corner.
He just has a full ring. He has a tournament going.
Who loves it more, man? Who loves it more than this kid?
Another.
During July, you're gonna see like Landon win a bracelet while playing Perkins Heads Up.
Oh, fuck, we need it. Hopefully he does win the bracelet. Perkins up 130. It's early. How many hands he played already? Not many.
Not a lot. We're barely an hour in
100?
at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 48 minutes. If they've cracked 100, they're playing fast. I mean, they are playing fast though.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. They should be getting like somewhere around 80 per table. So
Okay.
probably like somewhere around 150 thus far.
They are playing fast. No time. Like I haven't seen almost any time bank.
Yeah, same.
Way different than the Daniel versus Doug bench. Not a lot of time bank. 3-bet Landon, table 2. Bill in the tank. Might be a 4. Long tank. There it is. 4,000. I'm sorry. No, 4-bet 10,040. It's a longer time bank than usual. Call. Good board for Perkins, but a lot of available equity for Landon here. Probably going to see a 25%, 20%, or check. Okay. Check is interesting.
Yeah, check is pretty surprising here. I guess we see a lot of like ace, jack, ace, queen in Bill's range when he chooses to check back. Maybe some 10x, queens and jacks.
There's not that many 10x's at 4-bet, though.
No, just probably ace 10 suited.
Backdoor fills. That was a snap call by Perkins on turn.
Yeah, to me that indicates a lot of showdown value. Possibly a no-brainer with like hearts, ace 10 of hearts.
All of it.
No snap. I think we're going to see a lot of 10x.
Call jacks with a heart.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
All right. Jacks with a heart. Okay.
Seems like not a great call. You can say it.
Having jacks is bad.
Having jacks is bad. Jack of hearts.
The jack of hearts is good.
What? You block jack 10 of hearts.
I can block ace jack of hearts too. Queen jack of hearts.
Yeah. Does ace jack of hearts really go for it on the turn though?
That's true.
I also don't know like what Landon's 5-bet rip range is, but I'm sure ace jack of hearts low frequency maybe not. Maybe it's just all pure call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be pure call.
I don't know. Sometimes I got to see what the kid got.
Let's not discourage it. We're happy that he made the call there.
Nice hand for Landon. Finds the double. King 10 off.
No, king 10 diamonds.
Oh, nice hand. Nice hand.
I'm just wondering if Bill. How much is Bill checking back that flop? I wonder. I mean, jacks makes a lot of sense as a check back, but then I feel like, yeah, maybe it doesn't need that much protection. You're blocking.
Doesn't need a lot of protection, but he definitely can't play all the time like that, because if he just checks
I mean,
back,
maybe he's mixing. We don't know if he's randomized.
yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. I'm just speaking in general. Like he can't always check back jacks.
No,
like,
no,
every
of course
time,
not.
You know, because then it's like he just has jacks all the time when he does check back on king 10x or whatever.
Yeah. Well, he would check back some other hands for coverage, like ace jack, ace queen. But
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like he's not checking back
Yeah.
like very strong.
I guess the other issue is that like I don't necessarily know his frequencies, so I don't know how much like nothing he has on that board that really wants to bet quarter pot.
Mhm.
Right? Because like on that texture, your range really wants to go quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have like some bluffs like ace 5 or
Yeah.
whatever that he's gonna
Yeah.
want to bet.
No, ace 5's pure call, pretty sure. But yes, other low equity hands.
Yeah, whatever he 4-bets. King 5. Or no, sorry. Yeah, like whatever
Yeah.
that's not like, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously king 5 in that spot is a top
6.
pair, but yeah.
Yeah.
King jack.
Man, it's so trolly whenever it goes bet call, and then there's that like split second hesitation,
Yeah.
and you have to see which hand is going to get rolled over.
They do it on purpose.
But I think what it is that when the out of position player wins, the pause is longer.
Oh,
So
really?
the long, so when the pause is like super long, and I'm just like staring at Perkins being the check caller, it's like, God damn it!
Oh man. 3-bet call. Queen 4-4.
Probably see the 2/3 here if he stays true to form.
Small.
Okay. I mean, small makes way more sense to me here, but
He's
been
playing
going
so
2/3.
fast. Like it was
He's
real.
programmed, man.
He's very fast.
Yeah, I mean that's in my opinion good, or a sign of of him feeling trained into what he's doing. Whether he's making all the correct actions or not, totally different thing. But if he's acting that quickly, it means that MJ and Matt have defaulted into him a strategy, right?
Yeah.
But he's not thinking.
Check, turn, block river. Block river's good.
Pretty good. He's going to have a lot of pocket pairs, a lot of ace high.
He'll also just have some protected, queen X there. Sure.
Landon's not going to find a ton of raises here, I don't think.
He should have some check back queen.
Yeah, for sure.
It snapped.
Oh, he just flops the joint.
Flops all of it.
Probably an unfortunate turn for him.
Yes.
I imagine Perkins doubles a lot there.
Nice hands for Landon there. A little bit of a comeback for the kid so far. Double up in a nice spot on the table, number 1. 3-bet from Perkins. Maybe he's a little bit spiced.
I'm so sad we're not going to see any 600 big blind pots. It's just not an option. It's not even an option, Chin. They took it away from us.
That is a little bit weird. These motherfuckers, they always trying to get us, huh?
Who was negotiating these terms?
Whoever, I mean, the Perkins side got it right.
Yeah, of course. Of course, man. They probably had the whole fucking team in there. Landon's just on his own. Like, I don't give a fuck what we do. I just want to play. Whatever you want. I'll come to your house and show you I'll show you one card every hand. Whatever you want. Like, let's just play cards.
2/3 were landed on table number 1. That's pretty good.
I'm surprised Landon didn't negotiate himself to only being allowed to use 1 bet size per street.
Check raise on the right table, queen on the left table. This is a little bit of a rare check raise from Bill on these kind of boards, but he could have some like king 9 and stuff. A little bit of jack 9 in there too. Turtle's check on table number 1 after the queen falls. Ace on the river. Kind of like... I like Bill's check. He should be pretty protected here. He'll have jack 10. He'll also have 2 pair. He'll also have some float with ace X. Nice hand land. Bill starts with a quarter on the right table. Another 5. Landon gets a little bit of leads here. He's tanking. There it is. Bill now only up 80,000, as you see on your bottom left, gets raised.
I like this raise a lot. On this texture specifically, I think we lead bottom card less. We're not going to have a ton of bet 3 bets. We sure will have some 5x.
Check 6, 7 wins for 7 and 6s.
Wonder if he sucked out on a 7.
Could be. Could be. And the snap check from Bill makes it seem like he had a showdown value.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an inclination based off the speed at which Bill is playing and the sizing model that he's been utilizing that he is going to be relatively under bluffed on the river.
Say that. Why?
A lot of his aggression seems to be pretty front loaded to the point where river decisions are insignificant because the SPR is sub 1.
I see what you're saying.
And on top of that, like the speed at which he's playing means he's not really digging through the hierarchy of candidates, right? Like he just has pre-programmed sizes and a rough estimate of what hand should do what. On the river, you have to be a lot more precise than that. Right? Like your blocker score matters a lot. Removal, the board texture change, all that stuff matters, which means he's going to have to do a lot of like searching through his database of knowledge to come up with like, these are the hands that bluff and these are the hands that give up and these are the hands that go for value and that are thin and, you know, whatever. I just feel like that's probably the most difficult thing to train in. So he's probably just going to lean on what he knows, which is these hands are obvious value. And just keep moving the line a little bit where it's like, okay, I'm not really sure if this hand's obvious value or not, but I'm just going to go thin. And you see this a lot out of live players where they're just massively under bluffed on the river, but
they just front load aggression.
Yeah, not only do they front load aggression, but they also
front load sizings.
And when they land on river, they just widen the spectrum of value that they go for to make up for the fact that they don't bluff, right? So if you start overfolding, now all of a sudden, when they value bet like middle pair, instead of them getting called by worse, they're actually getting better to fold. So they accidentally
I see.
Merge value to bluffs, if that makes sense.
I get it.
It's something to observe.
Yeah, we just have to see how he.
I mean, thus far we just haven't seen much river aggression at all.
Yeah, but we have seen him just do this 2/3 land on the river.
And that's what I'm saying. The river decision is kind of taken away from him.
We did see Landon win a big pot with King Queen. He 3-bet pre. The flop came Ace Jack 8, I believe, possibly Ace Jack 9, and it came with the pot size bet on the flop. Got called. Turn check. River King check. He wins with King Queen. So very likely that Bill had a jack. Bill comes in 2/3 on the river. Gets raised. Flush did fill here. Went check on the turn. Landon repping bottom of value being a 5 with a diamond. It's pretty big size though. Maybe 5 with diamonds too thin.
He check call turn.
Check.
Check turn. What's his bluff candidates here?
Ace diamond floats.
Yeah. I think you want to be blocking some of the board though.
It's called. Flush.
Whee!
Flush is nice. Nice hand, Landon.
Yeah, I think when you're bluffing with ace of diamonds though, you want to have some blocker effect over houses.
So the river deuce? Was it a deuce on the river?
Yeah.
So ace deuce, ace of diamond?
Yeah, that's probably pretty insignificant. Perkins probably doesn't get there with deuces too much. Maybe because
it wouldn't matter because everything else just
maybe because it's the 5 that's paired, it doesn't really matter that much. Because you don't really have to worry about 10-5, Jack-5.
We have a flush, baby.
Flush is nice. Flush is nice.
Nice hand, Landon, as the match tightens. I wonder if there's a calculator where it's or someone did a calculation how much each hand is worth for Bill, as the match goes on, how much he's gaining in money. Because it's almost like a tournament where it's him just staying above threshold is just worth so much money.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's easy. What do you mean? It's easy to do. It's like 1 buy-in per 1,000 hands.
Yeah,
give or take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, after every 1,000 hands, as long as he's stuck, less than a buy-in.
So each hand is worth how much? I want to know how much each hand
each actual hand?
Yeah.
So he's making 40,000 every 900 hands.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that even right? No, I think that's wrong.
He gets 9 every 100. 9 big blinds per 100.
Right, so 0.9 per 10 and 0.09 per hand.
0.09 per hand?
Yeah.
Right.
So $72 per hand.
Damn, this guy's getting paid $70 a hand. This is sick.
No, that's not bad either.
See, you're curious too now, right? How much is he getting paid?
I think it's half of that. I think it's
how much does he get per hand? Yo, Bill, play me this one hand. Here's $50. Sick.
Yeah, it's $36 per hand.
Yo, Bill gets $36 a hand.
He gets rake. He gets the rake back. No, that's not true. That'd be a high fucking rake game. That'd be a really high rake game.
Yo, Bill gets $36 a fucking 30 seconds.
Imagine, I mean, this is equivalent of saying...
This guy's Bezos out here.
This is...
Bill only up 15K.
Let's
That's
go.
a huge swing, bro. He's up 120.
I mean, we're gonna see it, man. We're gonna see it for sure.
There's also Landon, that's a nice swing for him, confidence wise. Okay,
sure.
everything's calm, we're good. This is not gonna get out of hand.
Well,
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like if he just loses 250K off the jump first day,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like damn, that sucks. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Well, day ain't over.
day's not over, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like when you first, I don't know Landon's like mental state, but like like maybe he had a little bit of butterflies. Like damn, like like this is real right now. Like it's happening, and then like early loss, come back.
Yeah.
Now you're just like okay,
He
we're
got
good.
punched in the face is what happened.
Exactly. Yeah, that first punch in the
shook it
face.
off.
Yeah, that first punch in the face. You're like, oh wait, I'm actually fighting.
Yeah. He shook it off. He's doing well. Yeah, he's effectively what he offered is Perkins. I will pay you $7,200 an hour to play me. How rich?
Wow.
How rich?
How rich? Wow, $7,200. I never got paid $7,200.
Yo, I would play some people for $7,200 an hour.
Yeah, no shit.
I would learn heads up, no limit hold'em for that kind of spot.
We've seen these stakes twice now, but we forget how massive these stakes are.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, like $1 million swing is for sure going to happen. Like I said this in our Instagram post. It's a guarantee that there's going to be $1 million swing because Landon's posting up 720K.
Yeah.
So like if Landon wins, it's almost certain that he recouped $1 million.
Yeah.
And if Landon loses, then Perkins 100% made $1 million.
Right.
I mean, we're definitely looking at a 7-figure match.
Third pot. After the 3-bet from Perkins, 664, two spades, excuse me. Another 3-bet from Perkins on the left table. Aggression high from both players. I would say Perkins day one, definitely more aggro than Daniel day one. Just eyeballing.
Yeah, I mean,
really
Daniel was obviously pretty restricted by the sizing.
2/3 pot on the left table comes in. King of diamonds. Pot already huge. Check. Right table after the check turn, and then he wins it. Perkins. Check turn on the left as well. King's pair on the river after the 2/3 pot. Wonder what he comes with. 2/3 snap. Jack 10 good. Nice hands from Landon. Good check back on the turn. Nice pretty standard play. Queen 10-4. Another sit out. Looks like a reset.
Was somebody over 300?
Maybe Landon.
Ooh, spicy.
Landon might be winning now.
I like those words. Landon is winning. Let's go. The buy-ins are going to fly, ladies and gentlemen.
That's big swings, right? It's like 3 binds from goes to Perkins, now 3 binds back to Landon.
I got to tell you, man, I am really not looking forward to the last 1,000 hands of this match.
Hopefully it's just a runaway train for Landon.
Right, because if it's not, you guys are definitely going to want to tune in. Like, if it is, you're going to want to tune in for our victory lap because it's going to be epic. But if it's not, if we're talking like imagine there's 1,000 hands to go and Landon is like down 500K in the spot.
It's over then, I think.
Is it?
Perkins just starts limping. Oh no, they're not allowed to limp.
Yeah, they're not allowed to limp. They negotiated that for sure.
Well, that's good.
So Landon, all right, so let's say he's down 400. It's not over. 10 buy-ins?
No, it's not over.
You could definitely win 10 buy-ins in 1,000 hands.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, I don't want to be in that spot, man. I do not want to be down 10 buy-ins going into the final 1,000.
No.
Oh, man.
No. You need it to be runaway Landon.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be pretty close to what Phil was up against. Phil might have cut it down a little bit lower than that by the final 1,000. Maybe
it was
like 5 or 6 buy-ins.
Yeah, what Phil did was once in a lifetime.
Legendary. Honestly, it was scripted. I'm convinced of it. There's something happened. There was a glitch in the sim. Like they accidentally made a movie and forgot to release it for everybody.
Vinny Vini's like the Eric Seidel of modern day.
In what regard?
And like Eric
just-
Seidel lost to Johnny Chan, and that's what he'll be remembered for. No matter how good Eric Seidel is, it doesn't matter. He
That's
can't.
true.
He can't. Leave
Oh
that
man, it's
seat,
so
you know?
it's so unfortunate too because like Seidel is literally a walking legend and Johnny Chan is just trash.
Yeah. It's like Johnny.
Like Johnny Chan is just not only is he a shit person, but he's a shit poker player on top of it.
God damn! Don't hold any punches, Burke.
Whatever, man. I played in his club when I went to Houston. He sucks.
And then okay, let's get it. Yeah, no, but Eric Seidel, he's the best. He's like literally
The best. Literally the fucking go. Honestly, him losing that might have been what transformed him into who he is. It may have just been like that early humbling.
You think
that-
Eric Seidel could have been Phil Hellmuth if otherwise?
I doubt it. I honestly, it takes a special person to like fall down that trap, I guess. But like, maybe he just wins it and like gets out of poker.
Eric Seidel wins. It was 8s versus 9s, I think. If I remember.
No. Chan flopped it straight.
Okay, what was the 8s versus? Oh, that was Hellmuth winning, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny Chan flopped it straight with either Jack 9 or Queen 9. And had the patience to check it to him 3 times. Johnny Chan, the fucking master.
Yeah, Johnny Chan has some sick.
I didn't even know what hit him.
Johnny Chan has some sick shirts like back in the day. I used to see like Versace and shit. Like this guy was something.
He's such a hustler, man.
Some of the best are, man. Some of the best are.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
13K in the middle. Pot size bet from Perky.
The card's not a stone brick. Landon's gonna have more 6-9 than Perkins. Maybe they both only have the suited variety.
It's called a big pot.
Landon definitely has more 6-4 though.
1.1x left.
Landon has more 9-10 as well.
I don't know how much 910 calls through the turn though. I mean, maybe something he's drawing to the nuts.
Yeah. I would think that.
A bank here. Call.
Oh, god damn it!
King, queen, good.
I hate that slow.
That was a nice hand from Perkins. It was pretty thin.
Super thin. Oh, reset.
These resets are max tilt.
Well, what's super max tilting is we can know how the match is going based on who garners the reset. So Perkins has garnered 2 resets, Landon 1. We're probably getting smashed.
A reset counter at the top right.
Yeah.
Oh man, fucking reset, fucking guys. These motherfuckers, man, they got us on the reset.
Man. I'm never being a part of something that I don't get to negotiate the terms for ever again.
They got us on the reset, man. They got us on the reset. New table loading up. So after that hand, I assume Perkins being up maybe a bind and a half.
Sounds about right.
Get an update.
Who else is streaming this today?
I believe it's
I think ACR is on Twitch. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. They have 720 viewers. Let's see what their setup looks like. I just want to make sure that we have the best setup. I know we do, but I just want to ensure that.
whoa.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they got the guru in there. Oh yeah,
They're nice.
this is not a good looking setup. All right.
Berkey's not holding any punches today.
Yo, I'm here for the fire, man.
Like, god damn.
I'm here to swing it. Let's fucking go. I just want to make sure everybody tuning in understands that they're getting the absolute best coverage of this.
Nine of hearts.
Let's see if Ingram went solo today or if he has somebody else in the booth. This is gonna be such a hard match. I was talking to Ingram about like what his plan was as far Yo, he's got a Manscaped ad on his stream.
So we have +1 in resets, as you see on the graphic at the bottom left.
Yeah. This match brought to you by manscaped.com.
Who?
Ingram.
Stop it.
Swear to God, look.
All right, man.
He's out there doing his hustle, man. Good for him.
Do your thing, man.
I was talking to him about like what his plans were as far as streaming this and stuff like that. And we both just like kind of came to the conclusion that this is going to be an absolute fucking nightmare to cover.
Yeah.
They changed the time like 6 hours prior to match start. Like, it's gonna be 2 o'clock now. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, it's not like the Doug and Daniel, right? Where it was like we knew what time, we knew what days. It was set in stone. Like this is like, well,
it's gonna be a lot of this going on.
It's a fluctuating coverage.
No, it's gonna be a lot of these Twitter messages. Who's in the mood for some heads up poker today?
Yeah.
In 10 minutes, Landon Tice is gonna take on Bill Perkins.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my God.
I imagine like from Perky's side too, it's just like, how can I torture this kid the absolute most? Oh, I'm just gonna hit him up at noon on a Tuesday and be like, you ready to go in an hour or what?
No, yeah. The cheat code is just be like 8 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Yeah. And like also knowing full well that like Landon's so hungry to play that he'll probably have like an alert set on his phone so that like Perkins messages come through.
The two, like I remember watching 2 months 2 million.
Oh yeah.
And it was like when David Benjamin would text them.
Yeah.
Like it would be like 7 a.m. and they would have to get up and play. And David would just like get off to like 150K and just quit on them.
Yeah. Go back to bed, kid.
Oh my God. So tilting. You can't even go back to bed at that point. You're just so mad.
Yeah. You're just scrolling the lobby begging for action.
David Benjamin, what a legend, man. Just like come in here and beat up these American kids.
3-bet call, small bet, Queen Jack 5 monotone, turn 10. Pretty advantageous for Landon.
Yeah. Ace King. It's a nice hand to have. Check. Quick.
After the check line, I would expect Landon to do a fair amount of blocking. Maybe have some big bets with 2 pair plus. He goes 3/4. 70% to be more accurate.
Nice hand. The beauty about heads up is that the ranges are infinitely more wide than they are full ring.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, he has ace king, but he also has like a bunch of other shit. And like,
and same for Perkins. It's like he doesn't have ace king, but sure, he has like king 9, 8, 9, some like 9-4 of diamonds.
Right, exactly. Like we saw in a 3-bet pot, Landon, I believe, had like queen 4 or queen 7 of diamonds or something. Yeah, and it's like that's fine. That's a good hand. It's like, but you'll never see that at full ring. Like, I mean, you'll see it.
Usually by me.
But you won't see it often from people that like, are trying to play okay.
Suitedness goes a long way in these heads up streets.
Nice lead here from Perkins on the paired board 7. Gets raised.
Guessing he just had like a backdoor hand. Maybe some ace high.
So for those of you tuning in, you are watching Landon Tice versus Bill Perkins. Heads up, 20,000 hands, 200, 400, no limit. Landon laying Bill 9 big blinds per 100, also known as $720,000.
Real money.
The match has been swinging today. Bill went up 120K early. Landon fought all the way back. Now Bill has a lead once again. They do reset the stacks at 300 big blinds. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, whoever you're rooting for. Ace jack deuce. Check. 8 of clubs. I believe if Landon wants to bet, it's probably going to be big.
Hey, it's spades, no? Oh, no, that is a club. Man, we really need a 4-color deck. These old eyes.
Check half. Winner. 3-bet. Table 1, call. One of these boards that allows a lot of equity for both players. Top of the deck still in favor of Landon. Landon start with the check. He will get some check raises here. Doesn't fall for it. Check, check.
Might see some 3/4 here on the turn king. Maybe even bigger, being that it's two-tone. Could see some overbetting coming through here. There it is.
1.1. Nice call, Berkey. Jack 9 comes with a small bet quarter. Very popular on the board pair. Is this the music they hear?
Oh, yeah.
Very soothing heads up, man.
Yeah, I just want some hands on me right now. Like I'm just trying to get a massage while I sit here and watch this match.
Okay, we could arrange that, Berkey. You know, they have a lot of mobile massages now. Oh, there was a lot of massage talk yesterday in that game. From
Everybody's begging for the masseuses to come back to the live streets.
Yeah, especially a friend of ours named Freddie.
Oh yeah. If you got money, you go to Thailand, get a massage.
God damn. Overbet.
Now I see the difference between the club and the spade. Very noticeable on the king.
Nice hand. 2 pair comes with the overbet. Nice hand from Landon there. Landon playing well. I think both players playing pretty well. Check, check. Oh no. Yep. Ace 10. Good. Three bet from Perkins. 4,400. Call. Good board for Perkins. Starts with a check. That's not expected, I think. I would expect him to bet almost his entire range on flop here. Goes check, check. Another diamond. Another check. Does he just have kings? Kings with a diamond? Queens with a diamond?
I feel like those want to start value betting.
Another check?
Snap check.
I'm pretty curious.
I'm almost positive he has a call. Whatever his hand is, I feel very confident that he has a call with the speed of that river check. Although maybe like he's just over it.
This feels exploitative from Landon. Like Landon just kind of knows this dude has like kings,
Yeah, I feel like he
queens, jacks or something.
I feel like Landon doesn't have a lot of king of diamonds. Maybe he has 6.
I am curious about that hand from Bill there. That was an interesting one. Very quick checks and definitely felt like some showdown value type of hand there. Check raise, queen 7-3, winner. Could check raise something like 4-6, 5-6 stuff. 3-bet from Perkins, call, queen 10 deuce. You get the 2/3 here sometimes. Comes with a pot size bet.
This is that structure again. This must be like baked into his strategy of like.
Well, before it was 2/3. This is pot.
Yeah. But this is double Broadway two-tone, where like the other ones were like double Broadway.
Shove.
So this is the adjustment that I expected. Is Landon's either going to have to raise or fold more, or sorry, he's going to have to raise and fold more. Just do a lot less calling. Something that I think you're like very good at observing is like when sizes get wonky, and trend big, we just get tighter with our calls.
Yeah, and just I agreed with you.
I think at equilibrium though, kind of the opposite occurs.
He should just call more, like call and not shove as much.
Yeah, like raising just like, but equity denial is so critical in those scenarios because the pot and the SPR is so low already that like folding is
Getting a fold is huge.
yeah. It's not necessarily that like folding in and of itself is an error, but like creating any sort of overfold there just prints dollars on it, right? Like that's one of those spots where you would almost prefer a red line over a blue line, or not that you would prefer it, but like
You'll take
it's
it.
more manageable
Yeah.
to have a high red line than it is a high blue line. It's tough to have bluff catchers that just go call versus pot.
Yeah, it's one of those spots too where it's like if the villain doesn't like keep betting, it's like a negative for us.
Yeah.
Sit out. This might be over.
Nah, it hasn't been that long. We haven't even hit 2 hours. We're only at 80 minutes.
Maybe it's a break.
You gotta pee, man. I understand.
Okay. What's the count? Where are we at? I'm curious. I want to know.
We need to get some Manscaped ads baked in for these breaks. You know, just like roll the clip. Do your balls get a little chafed?
No, stop. I know where I know where you coming. I know where you got that from. Shout out to my guys over there in LA, but goddamn. I mean, get your money though. I got you. You want the bag? I got you, but like, you know, God, man, jeez, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it.
I'm just envisioning like Ingram's stream right now. You know, it's like, guys, do you like a well-groomed lady? Well, let me tell you, she also enjoys a forest that is a little bit trimmed. Get yourself Manscaped.
Yo, I need to stop talking about some stuff on these pods, man. Every time, man, I get in trouble, man. I gotta stop. Anyway,
You're just realizing that?
I'm going to Puerto Rico next month with some nice people.
Who are the nice people?
I don't know.
What's in Puerto Rico?
Beach, white sand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll play some Poker Stars. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who wants to play online, man? It's nice out.
We're playing, dude, man. It's the only thing I don't like about the casino is that we're there like 12 hours a day. We really don't even get to see anything. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks, but like whatever. It is what it is.
That's just because we're degenerates. Like, could have left at 3.
Yeah, the regs
It was
literally.
a nice 5-hour session.
Nah, come on, 5-hour sessions.
I was up 30.
I'm a sick person. Like, I'm like 5'10", then I get a seat, then I go back, and there's no seat at 5'10". I play 2-5, go back to 5'10" when a seat opens, and another, then go back to 50-100. Like, bro, what's this? I got problems, man. I gotta talk.
Just don't value your time.
I gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah, we gotta get you dabbling in other things.
Nah, I gotta talk to some therapist or something. I'm like, listen, so I can't leave the poker room. Like, and then he's like, what? Tell me about your problem. I'm like, what if the seat opens? Like Christian.
FOMO. The FOMO is real.
It's true. No, it's true. It has to be true. Literally, like I won't leave. It's bad.
There's opportunity right behind those glass doors. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, this is what and every time I'm like, oh well, maybe I should go do something else, and then I hear a little voice. This is what you dreamed of.
Oh man.
887. Right table after a 3-bet. Probably gonna see small bets or checks. Snap check back. Six. Double check. Double check comes with the 40 after the double check.
I think it's pretty good on this texture.
Call, check, check. 6 ball from Perkins?
Probably calling a bet there on the river.
I'm curious what hand that was because he checked the river.
Right. It almost says to be like ace high, king high that possesses a 10. Or
But why would he bet the turn?
right. Great question. Mistake.
Maybe a mistake. Yeah.
Could have just like given up on a river bluff too. Kind of sticking to what we were saying where he may be under bluffed on rivers.
Nice hand from Landon. Landon wins 10K on the left table. Pot call. 8 of clubs. Snap check back. Ace of clubs. 4 card flush. I did expect a lot of checking here. Check, check. Ace. Good. Momentum shifting a little bit towards Landon now.
I like seeing tables where Perkins has the minimum buy-in. Or the maximum buy-in, I should say.
Yeah, the minimum he can have.
Yeah.
That's true. That's what happens on both tables right now. Check raise. A little larger than I would expect. Ace is going to polarize the board.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing a lot of checks and some big bets. Probably from Jack 10, I imagine, would be the bluff region of the big bets. I think even like a lot of Queen X will start to check the ace. And then now Jack 10 probably still is our major bluff candidate. Blocking a lot of the Queen X.
Comes with the overbet.
Yeah, I would only expect overbets here. I don't really think there's another size.
Nice hand, Landon.
Even the ace X that he chooses to bet for value probably goes big.
Very nicely played. Yeah, momentum going to Landon right now. So Landon needs to win how many buy-ins? 19 buy-ins?
18. Yeah.
18 buy-ins. Okay. Okay.
No big deal.
No. It's okay.
He needs to do to Perkins exactly what Doug did to Daniel. Like to the dollar. And then we're good. We make 200,000 on the match. We make 200,000 on the side, and then we make all the other side action that got bet.
Okay. Do it, Landon.
If you came for objective coverage where...
No, it says sulfur white at the bottom right. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, our man's is in the arena, you know?
Like, I like Perkins. You know, I'm friends with all those
Yeah,
guys.
we'll have a nice barbecue at his expense when it's all said and done. He's just trying to make us live with zero, which is a fucking problem. I'm fine dying with zero.
Yeah, but live with zero stuff.
Don't be out here trying to make me live with zero.
That's the sequel.
That's the book I should write.
Like, live with zero. Remember?
He writes Die with Zero. I'm gonna get working.
Forward by Bill Perkins.
Live with Zero.
So then we set up a match.
I think we're onto something. That might be $1 million idea. Right, fucking Live with Zero. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's scary. Face your fears. Live with zero. I feel like a 3-bet's coming from Landon at the bottom right. There it is. Longer than usual tank call.
It's one of those cuspy ones. That ace jack, not really sure. Gotta roll it. 2 9s. Gotta roll it.
Starts with a small bet. Queen 8-6, a lot of available equity for Bill.
Do you think Bill ever like rolls and like
raise.
rolls low in a spot where he's just like, nah, fuck it?
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because I do it. I'm like, I don't want to play this passive.
Yeah.
Raise.
Queen 8-6, 2 clubs, flop raise.
There's a lot of combo draws here.
It should really almost exclusively be combo draws, right?
I mean, he'll have some sets too.
Yeah. I guess there's some value that wants to do that to protect.
But also have Queen X of clubs
Maybe.
and just willing to fucking play.
Yeah.
You know? Oh man, this music is like too soothing for those aggression of this match. It's like, yeah, he has Queen X of clubs, we should play. Dun, 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 dun.
We have an Alexa in Bobby's room that whoever wins with the 7 deuce game gets to choose the music. And there was one day that I was just like buried to the fucking gills, and I finally get one through with 7 deuce, and like, I don't know, there's like some soft shit playing in the background, and I just go, Alexa, play Disturbed,
That's funny.
Volume 10.
That happened yesterday where it was like David got it in with Kings versus Ron. And it was like the board was like 8-6-4 and Ron just like called it off with ace-4. The turn was just like 4. Just and then David's like and I'm like, David, you could change the music. And then he's just like, play Ed Sheeran. Just like,
That's why I was on when I came
yeah,
in?
yeah.
That's funny.
Just something sad. David swung a lot yesterday when I was there. And then I saw him post on Instagram.
Who's David?
He has like long hair. Sometimes he puts a rock on his
Yeah, that was the
cards
first
and
time I ever played with him.
Really?
Mm.
He's played there a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's fun.
Yeah, I've played with him.
He
now.
swung.
Yeah, he swings a lot. I've played with him a long time. 5'10" win and stuff. His Instagram is good. I think you guys would get along if you knew each other more. It's like poker with a purpose or something like that.
Interesting.
And
I'm gonna find him. Oh yeah, David Richards. Oh, he follows me.
4-bet from Perkins. 10,000. Call.
Wow, he booked a win yesterday?
Yeah,
I would
small
never
win. Yeah.
guessed. He was getting wrecked.
776. Small bet. Quarter water. Call 9. Well, got one SPR, a little less. All the chips. Wow, snap shove. Oh, quads.
Hello. Hello.
That's nice for Landon.
Reset those stacks, baby.
Yep, that's a reset.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hand, Landon. Cooler.
All right, we're even on the resets. Let's fucking go.
Even on the resets, and it looks like Landon's up a little bit on the right table here. So we might be winning.
Close. Probably pretty close.
Wow, chips are flying today for sure. Imagine no resets. We'd be so deep.
Yeah.
We'd be very deep. We'd be very deep. Yeah, there's been a lot of resets.
600 big blind pots. That sounds nice.
Bro, there's been... That's 2 resets each.
What were the biggest pots in the Polk Negreanu match?
There were some big ones, like 400K, I think. There were some big ones, right?
I don't
There was some
remember
massive
400.
ones. Maybe it was like 300 or something. There was some huge pots, man. I remember there being some huge ones.
Yeah,
I think there was a 300K pot. I remember somebody getting stacked like after being like 150K each.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're right. There may have been some 400K pots. Yeah.
Not gonna see it. Not gonna see it.
I want the blood.
Landon's up 10K. The kid is back, baby.
We're just chipping away, man. We're just chipping away.
So all we gotta do is take the 10K, subtracted by $70 a hand, times the hand that we played.
No, $37 a hand.
$37 a hand.
Yeah, he's basically neutralized the spot thus far.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're playing some break-even poker today, baby. We're winning at 9 big blinds per 100.
That's good. Okay, let's do it, Landon. Just don't get stuck. Just keep it interesting. Have everybody tune in, and then smash them for 12 buy-ins in the day. That'd be the day. That's like golf on. Just keep it even. Have everybody interested. Then boom,
smash.
Game over.
Game over.
Wow, imagine Perkins just sitting there like, does he have any mercy on us? Like Perkins, you could just fucking end this kid's career. What if he just like loses everything? Like, No mercy? $10-4 deuce. Probably gonna see bigger bet sizes from. There it is, pot size bet. No, sorry, excuse me. 2/3 bet. Seven.
Brick.
Yes.
Check, check. Block.
Yeah, it's either gonna be a small or a big bet.
I don't think Landon really has big bets here. Half?
Half-ish.
Yeah, 60, I guess.
Winner. Let's go, Landon. I like this game.
Just to give you guys a little bit of an insight of what we're planning to bring to the table over the next however many fucking months this takes. We got Andre behind the scenes running the production. You're going to see some bells and whistles added as the match goes on. We kind of threw this together as we finally got the date solidified, which wasn't all that long ago. But, you know, we're going to see some additional things that we can add, similar to like what we did with Polk and Negreanu. Make this more aesthetically pleasing, keep you up to date on how the match is going and everything along those lines. Chin and I are going to try to split the coverage as much as possible, so there might be a lot of just one of us in the booth. The hopes are that we're going to bring in a lot of guest commentary. I have a list of about 15 people that I plan to reach out to. Just try to keep it fresh, get some outside points of view, maybe some people who bet on Perkins, maybe some people who bet on Landon. Try to give them the platform a little bit to talk about how they see the match going. And also, all through July, we're going to stream all of the bracelet events. So me, Christian, Matt Hunt, possibly Nick Marchington if he's in town, and Landon Tice. I don't know how much WSOP stuff Landon's going to be playing with the match taking place, but if he does, we'll get him in there. We'll be bringing those streams daily, and they'll piggyback off of this one. So if Landon is playing Perkins, that'll take precedence. Once that match ends, we'll just kick it to whatever bracelet coverage we have going on that day.
20,000.
Check, check, turn, yeah?
Yeah, check, river. Check, check, turn, check, 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 check.
Ace high?
5. 5, 5. I hate when I lose to those fucking hands.
Yeah. You just feel like they're so bluffable.
It's like, god damn it, man. Just, why doesn't the, what,
Why did the 7 pair?
yeah, like, why does these boards, you so lucky?
It always feels so unfair when you, like, call 3-bet out of position with, like, Jack 10 suited, Queen 10 suited, something like that. And you just get the King 7 3 board.
Yep. Dead.
Fuck you.
Dead.
What did you do to deserve this?
And then they choose the big bet size because they don't know what's going on.
Right.
Call. Ace 8 deuce. This is exactly what we were just talking about. Hopefully Perkins has Jack 10 of clubs.
Yeah, clubs is nice. Clubs just surrenders.
Damn it. What you got?
This is a card that Landon will check at a really high frequency.
4, 5, and diamonds both fill, both in Bill's range. Landon starts with a check. Check back is good news.
See some blocking. We'll see some big betting, depending on where Landon falls in his range. Not a ton of big betting since we don't really have a lot of bluffs that go large here. I would imagine like something between 3/4 and block.
Another check. Pot size bet. Snap pot.
I really do feel like he's going to be largely under bluffed here. I think we might see some check back flushes, some check back 4/5.
Winner. Another 3-bet pot on the right table.
10, 8, ace 10, things like that.
Starts with a small bet on king, king, deuce. Pretty good, standard. Gets called 6. Probably gonna see either 2/3 or check. There's 2/3. Winner. Nice hand. Nice hand. Player's about even. gotten a lot of messages about two things this month: To Be Determined and the Academy. Those are the two things I've gotten. Just
TBD, as far as I can tell, was a resounding hit.
yeah, I agree too. Everyone.
I wish Oscar were like more socially present, because I would like it if he could bask in the glory of like what he accomplished.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people told me that. Even this morning, a couple of vloggers messaged me. They were like, "Wow, like does Oscar have Instagram or anything? Because like he could make money off meetup games."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, he don't really want the spotlight." And
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I thought he was a great character for the movie. I thought he did a really great job just being raw, honest, and vulnerable.
he's like Satoshi. He just puts things out there. He doesn't want any coverage over it, you know?
Yeah. Pretty proud of the team for what they accomplished. All in.
All in and a call. Aces is not going to be good here.
No, dead. Stone dead.
Yeah, I think that might be a small overplay.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that was.
But like, we'll see that out of Bill. Like, he'll just value one pair too much sometimes. Pretty nice for us. Yeah, we do have the Academy coming up June 18th to the 20th. A couple seats remain unfilled for anybody listening that would like to attend. Just head to solveforwhyacademy.com, fill out the questionnaire, or you can email us directly at applications@solveforwhyacademy.com.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun.
We're retooling it a bit. We're going to restructure the days a little bit, add in a little bit more pre-flop stuff than we have in the past, put a slightly greater emphasis on EV and equity and all of the fun math stuff that drives people nuts.
Guys, just check more. Bet more and check more. Yeah.
We're going to have a reset here on the right really soon.
I like this reset. We're up on a reset now.
Yeah.
Aces felt a little bit thin.
Yeah, he's losing to a lot of hands there. It's kind of in line, though, with that big bet strategy. That
when he check shoves, though, it's hard to get called by worse. Really hard. We'll see, though. I mean, I felt like when I saw aces, I was like, maybe a 2-5. Bellagio. 8 turn. Landon does get some leads here. There it is. 3-bet on the left table.
So what bluffs does Landon follow through with a big bet then on the river? It has to be hands that block the 8, right?
No, you could also just have bottom of range, like maybe just like 4-5.
Let's go for it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those hands obviously exist, but they're not like the most optimal choices. You want to have some blocking power over either the ace or the 8.
But he has to have called the flop.
True.
Maybe he does have like 2
He calls
over.
flop with a lot of backdoor hands.
Yeah, he could have like 2 overs to the 8 with a diamond on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Depending what size Bill picked on the flop. We went small for sure.
Yeah. Pot, call, check. Should see less than pot here once the club rolls off. Landon does still have a pretty big advantage. I think we might see something like 2/3. Oh, overbet.
Yeah. Wow, he got snap ace, no club. Ace, no club is really, he really didn't believe Landon there.
I'm not positive that that's a bad call, though, just in the essence of... I could be wrong. I don't necessarily want to step out on a ledge and say, but I feel like the overbet there by Landon makes a little bit less sense when the board texture changes like that with the backdoor.
You could be right, Burke. I mean, it looked like Bill just sniffed that one out. Was like, it doesn't make any sense to call.
Yeah. He's also just not going to get in the habit of folding top pair, I don't think.
Not after he loses with aces.
Yeah, definitely not.
I feel like the players are pretty close. Man, this has been swingy.
We missed our reset because of that hand.
Yeah, that sucks. Could have just banked that money. There has to be a little bit of strategy on these resets.
Nah.
No, I'm just fucking around. Like, nah, bro. Don't bluff. You reset next hand. Nice hand, Bill. Good call. Good call. Third pair. On the check turn. Bluffer from Landon. No bueno.
Can't blame him.
Starts with the 2/3 on the 8-5-4. Does get check raise. I was a little bit surprised to see the 2/3 here. Okay, call. 5. Good for Landon. It's a good card for his range. I expect Landon to follow through here with 2/3 a lot. Could come in with some pot size bets, but not really. Check. Okay, so he'll have some 8x too that checks here. 7. He'll also have some houses. Another check from Landon. What does Landon have? An 8? A7 wins. What does Landon have? So I guess he might have had a 7 as well. Okay. Sometimes I want to know what they have.
Yeah. Whole cards would make this coverage infinitely more entertaining.
Starts with a big bet. On the right, on the left table is good. Gets called. 8 of diamonds. 5-4, 5-6, and diamonds fill. So no big bets could come in from Bill. And then he goes with the check back. 6. You're going to see some pot size bet and some blocks from Landon. Also some checks. And we check it down. 3s. Makes sense? Everything made sense in that hand. Sometimes the hands play themselves. That's the weird part about poker, right? It's like, yeah, he can check. He could also bet small. He could also bet big. Yeah.
Yeah. That about sums it up.
It's like if I was listening to someone say that, it's like, so what are you telling me? We're going to see some checks, and we're going to see some small bets, and we're going to see some big bets. It's like, yes, but what? Yeah, that's all the options, Christian. I know. Three bet. I'm okay with. I like the way Bill's playing in general. Aces, if aces fell a little bit thin, couple of the sizings early on. I don't know. Depends what he had. Because like once like he left himself with a quarter pot a lot, which is maybe it was good. I don't know.
Yeah.
But generally, it's a good first showing from Bill Perkins. Like,
yeah,
this is not the Bill Perkins that I think most people remember from 5 years ago on television.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see the types of hands that go to Showdown, the types of hands that get all in. For the most part, it seems pretty in line. The aces felt like it was stepping out a little bit, but you'll have hands like that over the course of 20,000.
Overbet.
Oh man!
First overbet I think we've seen from Bill. At least that I remember.
Yeah, that is one of the few spots where I think he has the potential to be over bluffing. When the one-liner falls and he goes with the overbet size.
King 8-3 on right. Probably gonna see small. Jacks with the Jack of Hearts is like another hand that was kind of close, I guess. Bill Josie check back. Faces now 2/3. Curious to see this check back strategy from Bill on these kind of boards. Does fold now. I think a lot of players potentially make the mistake of just like King 8-3 and just like betting full range for small always.
Yeah.
Bill clearly does have some check back folds, which is actually good to see, I think, because
I think heads up, it's much more important. Full ring, it's probably a range spot when
Yeah.
you're in position a lot, but I also think you can probably have two sizes there.
yeah. I think what I'm trying to say is that Bill, he clearly had a check back fold, which is good because that signifies to me that he has check back delays, like delay
Yeah.
bluffs, right? On
It's,
boards
well,
that
I think it's most important that he has check back value, which
yeah, but when he folds, it
probably
means that he's not putting all of his bluffs in the front streets.
yeah,
Which
but
is-
that could also lead to an under bluff. It's much more critical that he has a hand like King Deuce in his range when
Yeah.
he gets back, or
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Jacks or something like that.
Yeah, I guess I know he has jacks, just given the other hand with jacks from before. you know?
Multi bets when in pre though.
Okay.
I think King 10x single raise pot, he probably see bets jacks.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I guess I was just trying to say like
I understand what you're.
he
trying
has
to
delayed
extrapolate.
bluffs, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
To have in a strategy, not
Yeah.
put all your bluffs on the front streets.
Right.
3-bet from Landon.
We are approaching the 2-hour mark. Be interesting to see where these guys land as far as playing forward.
I guess it's really gonna depend how Bill's feeling right now.
Yeah.
Big raise, huge raise. 8,800.
Given the pace of play, I would assume that we're probably looking at like somewhere between 125 and 150 total hours of play. So should they choose to average it out to like 2 or 3 hours, probably looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 to 70 sessions. 2 or 3 times a week.
So yeah, maybe we need to do Call Manscape.
Probably looking at like somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 weeks. About 6 months.
So if anybody out there would like to put their banner on our coverage, I'm open for business. Maybe,
2 major banner spots available right next to that Tice versus Perkins headline.
Yeah. And, I'm open for business. Card players out there. I know you listening. Coinbase. Amazon. Check. Three bet. Table 1. And then comes with the overbet. Winner.
It's so fascinating that we not only like highlight the play and stream it and watch it intently and stuff, but like what we're really watching is like work.
Work?
Yeah, like this is like the equivalent of like putting a nanny cam on a construction site and just like tuning in for 6 hours a day, watching it ever so slowly turn into a house.
That is true. I see.
It's like the amount of information available to us is so negligible.
Yeah, in comparison to what these guys actually are
Yeah,
working
like
with
maybe
under
we
the
see
hood.
like 20% of Showdown hands, and we only get to see one person's hands at Showdown, which is tilting.
Unless they're both all in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I know you're not supposed to yawn on air, but I've been putting in some late nights.
It's the music, man. Ace Jack 4. Comes with a quarter. King brings in Queen 10 for both players, but some big sizes could be used from Bill. That's half?
Yeah.
That's a new one. Haven't seen it used by him much.
Yeah, I would have expected to see like a fair amount of overbetting on that card.
Follows it up by pot. Okay, nice hand. Players also getting like a little bit of a feel for each other, right? Like it's his first match, like what to expect from both players.
Yeah.
It is crazy, like the world we live in poker, right? It's like $1 million match was effectively hashed out over Twitter in like a month and a half.
And it's like back page news.
Mm-hmm.
Like between the 3 channels right now, there's like 2,000 people watching.
Yeah, it was $1 million match, and like,
I mean, to be fair, you know, it's slow, so like you're just not going to get a ton of viewership early on. But also, it's not like there's a lot of publication taking place with this. It's just like
in 75 days, 2 people set up $1 million match over the phone.
Yeah,
over an app.
Pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, and then said, "Yeah, let's go." And then one of them just said, "I'll give you more money. Here's 720. You good?"
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. You know, those stimulus checks are nice, man.
Crypto, baby.
Them stimmies, man. What a wild day. This is wild. I mean, this is what dreams are made of, man. This is why I can't leave the poker room.
Could have been you. All you had to do was throw it out there.
I would never throw that out there. And if I did, I'll talk to my people first. Fucking Landon has some nerve. But he's confident. It's like one of those things where it's like, all right, you're so confident that you didn't even talk to us about it? Do it, bro.
Yeah.
You that confident, you good. Like,
yeah, he definitely knows something.
it's like, if you that confident, god damn, all right, I guess we're on, bro. Do it. 3-bet from Landon. Smaller 3-bet now. Good winner. Ace, king, queen. Check. Then checks it back.
Not a lot of checkbacks on the ace king queen board. Usually we lean pretty heavily into overbets, so he will have some delays there.
These guys are tricky, man. They put the bluffs in all the streets. 7-4-3. Let's see some large bets here from Landon. Checks back. Another 3-bet pot. Good board for Landon. Okay, players are checking it down on the left. Interesting river card, 4 lines to the 10. Landon comes with the 3rd.
He'll definitely have some houses in this sizing, specifically like king, queen, king, jack. I would expect hands like 9s, queens, jacks, king 9 to just go for it.
Straight.
Hello.
raise it.
Just cracked the 2-hour threshold, so they play on.
So the last one, but how long were they playing the Doug versus Daniel match?
They had a 2-hour minimum, and on average, they probably played 3.
Yeah. King Jack good. 3-bet from Landon. Win. Ace-7 deuce monotone. Probably going to see Landon come in with a lot of quarters. Min-bet call. 4 hearts. Block from Bill and a call. Top 2. Bueno. Landon Tice. Bill Perkins committing to 20,000 hands. He wants to play some poker, man. Check back 2/3 from Landon. 6. Gas trader checks again. Check raise. Snap. Set. Nice hand from Bill, actually.
Wow.
Nice hand from Bill. He really didn't get overzealous with the set. Just check, check, check.
He trapped me.
Yeah, and then he got it. It was a nice hand. That's a nice hand. It's good. I mean, some discipline. Not check raising sets on flop return or whatever. Three bet small size. Call 5 is good for Bill. No interaction to any of the straights. Starts with a check though.
We'll see some 40% out of Landon when he chooses to bet there.
Diamond fills, 8-9 fills.
Probably some big bets.
Check, check again. Landon feels like a 10. Oh no, 9's good.
Interesting.
Feels like ace jack.
Ace high then for Landon.
Ace jack, ace queen feels like the most probable hands.
I wonder if ace queen's 4-betting. Has to be.
It's a low frequency 4-bet actually. It's like only
Really?
10%. Yeah.
At 100, I guess they were only like 125 to start the hand.
Nice pots for Bill. And the pendulum swings back and forth.
haven't really noticed anything too in your face strategically about other players. Like Landon's just playing pretty good. Perkins seems to be following suit as best he can. Like I'm sure, when they come through the database, they'll find some nuances of mistakes that each are making. But
this is kind of what it is, right? It's like the first session, they're both gonna see where they can find the exploits.
Yeah.
And then they both come back and we see a little bit more fancy shit, And we saw that last match with Daniel and Doug. Doug started adding like these massive bets and things like that later on.
Yeah, we've seen a pretty simple sizing matrix from both players, I think.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that it's simple comparatively.
I don't think that there's more than 2 sizes being used on any one street by either player.
But they're not making mistakes with the size.
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying like it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean,
well, towards the end of the Polk Negrano match, there were definitely spots where Doug had like 5 or 6 bet sizes.
you could be right, man. I don't know. I don't know enough to like critique it, but I just feel like
it's not a criticism; it's an observation.
Yeah.
A 2-size strategy works just fine. A single-size strategy will work just fine. It's just a matter of
can you do it?
How much EV can you generate through these sizings?
He's calling y'all simple.
I think if I was playing heads up, I'd have 7 sizes. No fucking way.
You a Volkswagen, not a Ferrari. Pot. Could do this with a queen. Any queen. Call. Ace high good.
Bunnies.
Ace high good. Nice call. 100,000 mark Landon on the right table. 120 and the money goes in the bank.
Yeah, that was the table that he was up to 117 at earlier.
$120 and the money goes in the bank. Interesting. $10-4 deuce. Also a 3-bet on table 1. Check 7. Perk does get some pot-sized bets on this turn. He chooses to check though. Bunch of available straight draws for both players. Another check. Quick check from Perkins on the river now.
I think Landon might have some bets here. I feel like the 9 connects a lot with his double check backs.
Four. Bueno. These guys are not folding. Shit.
Landon probably had a hand like
Queen high. Some sort of queen high.
Queen 8 maybe. Queen jack.
Two-thirds from Landon. Call. 8. Snap check. Pace of play is super fast.
Yeah.
2/3. Call.
Good.
King. Are we seeing the birth of a superstar? Or are we seeing the...
How many practice hands do you think Bill played?
I think a lot.
Over under 20K.
think he played over 20K.
Really? Because they've only had like, let's say that they had 12 weeks.
I think Bill's a hustler a little low. Like he's posting all this shit about like he's in Bahamas and shit, and then at night he's probably like, all right, let's work. Like, bro, like, he's full of I'm not saying he's full of shit, but like, you ain't that rich going on vacations every day.
No, he's not rich.
But you don't do it doing vacations every day. Like, when does he work?
All day during the day.
Right. So stop. I want to. He's posting shit, but I know he's working.
The thing is though, like, oh, you're saying like when does he work for the match?
I think he's giving Landon the illusion. Like, yo.
Oh, I told Landon that from day one.
Look at my Instagram, man.
Oh, I told Landon that from day one. Every single day it was the same conversation. It was like, this guy is living on a fucking yacht, man. He doesn't stand a chance. I'm just like, he didn't get rich by not standing.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, he's not. He's feeding you all this shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm in St. Kitts, bro. I ain't even working right now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, bro,
if he played over 20,000 hands in the 12 weeks that they had to prepare, when we expect this match to take somewhere in the neighborhood of like double that amount of time, then he's definitely.
I mean, I don't know if he did. I'm just saying.
I would have thought he played under 10.
It could be.
That would be my guess.
I'm just thinking like, from what I'm seeing today, from the illusion I think he's giving Landon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. You're a little bit of a hustler, man. You're picking the right sizes up here. Yeah, the ace is a little spicy, but like, come on, man. Like, so I think Bill probably put in some work. I don't know 20,000 hands. Like, how many days is that, you think?
20,000 hands. I mean, it's 125 to 150 hours.
But he'd probably play more tables. Like, he'd probably play 4 tables. Like,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you'd want to train that way.
Yeah, I don't know. So probably less than 20,000. But I don't know, man. I feel like he's playing better than like whoever is a casual fan would expect. You know?
Yeah.
Four-line into the ace again.
Paired board this time though.
Yeah. Gas trader.
A little different spot because you're not calling to chop any longer. Now you're in a spot where if you have an ace, you may be calling to chop, but you could just be getting wrecked by a house.
I think if you have an ace, you need a piece.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And this is a single raise pot, yeah? So pretty tough for Perkins to have ace king, ace queen, ace jack.
Yeah, it's just ace 10. It really needs to have ace 10 to call, probably. Nice hand, Landon.
Yeah, you probably call more with like 10-9 than you do ace deuce.
Yeah, I could see that. That's fair.
Which seems strangely counterintuitive.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
But yeah, I think the expectation is that both are probably making $0 as a bluff catch.
That's how poker works, man. Sometimes you just try to break even.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there before. Stuck like 2 buy-ins and you're like, I just want to break even. I just want to break even. Then you break even, you don't get up.
No, that was me yesterday. I started off up 30 and then I was down 30. And I'm just like, God, please, if you can find a way to get me even. And then I run kings into queens and hold. And suddenly I'm up like $2,000. I didn't leave.
No.
The game just got good. I lost 25,000.
Fuck. I almost shoved. Then you would have lost. That would have made you sad.
No, I would have chopped.
Yeah, we would have ran it twice.
Yeah.
But
I would have.
I was like, nah.
He still wouldn't have folded queens.
Damn, we would have wrecked him.
It would only make me sad
lost
because
2
I would
points.
only won half the pot instead of all of it.
Yeah, but he would have been done. He would have been down 40,000. Done
No,
for the day.
We're
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, but he's not folding, and we chop. You win. I win the first. You win the second. But he's all in. He's dead.
Yeah, but he was the exact same result happened. Him and I ended up all in anyway, and I just scooped him.
I know, but I didn't get a piece.
Right, but like he wouldn't have been. He came back.
Oh, that's true.
Like nothing.
Oh,
changed.
that was the first behind he lost. Sorry, yeah. You know what I didn't like? That kid was like, I got a car waiting outside, so I gotta go. But he was lying. He was lying.
Yeah, he's
because
just playing big.
No. Fuck playing big. You're already winning. We said one more round, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's blind next, like in two hands, right? And he's like, oh, I gotta go. And I'm looking at him like, you gotta go? Like right now. Like, is it? You can't play another 5 minutes. Like, no, I got a car outside. Bro, you're up like 10K. There's another like blinds. I gotta go.
10K goes fast in that game, man.
Tell me about it. I lost 10K.
And you were playing tight.
Yeah, what can I do? You can't, I made the good call. I had ace deuce in the stand-up game. We lost.
Yeah, that's right. That's how that. Yeah, you chopped. You just lost.
But I lost.
Game.
Yeah, that's 3K.
Cost you 3K. Grow up.
Oh, yeah. And then, Brian Oaken just wins every fucking all in versus me. Sure, dude. Nice hand.
The pain he suffered calling off with ace queen on a queen high board for, 100 big blinds.
Must be nice, yeah. All good.
He just knew. He knew you had the kings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he always knows. He always finds a way to win. I like the guy, though. Queen, 10.
Was it a queen high flop or did he turn a queen?
Queen high flop.
Okay.
I knew what he had the whole time.
Yeah.
As soon as it came queen high, I was like, wow, he's dead.
You're lucky he bet the turn. If he checks back, you just get.
No, I shoved the turn.
Oh, I thought you check shoved.
No. The check shove. He doesn't even bet. This guy just snap checks. That's why I shoved. I learned my players now. They never bet for you.
Coming up on that reset.
Yeah, reset. Now I like the reset. Bank some money. Just bank 80K every reset.
Well, it's not in the bank. It's just,
It's out
temporarily
it's
out
out
of
of
play.
sight. It's out of sight. You ain't getting it. We're going south, baby. See, that I never do.
What? Go south?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously.
Tap. It's controversial. Controversial for you fucking cowards.
All right, hold on for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
All right, now we can get controversial. Berkey's gone. All right, here we go. Let's see what the messages look like for today. Love the way Landon's playing. Damn, Perkins is playing good. Yeah, I agree with both statements. King 6 deuce. Gonna see some. We did see a little bit of Perkins checking back here, but I expect a lot of quarter pots from Perkins here. There we see it. $10 is interesting. We do get some checkbacks as well as some overbets from Perkins here. There's the overbet, quick one too. Bottom of range, probably like King Jack for him. Nice hand. Also a lot of available bluffs. 7-8, Jack 9, clubs, diamonds, Queen Jack, all kinds of stuff for nice hand. Interesting how he like picked that up real fast though. Like he knew. King high wins on the left. King 9 deuce. Landon starts with a small bet. Wins it. A lot of jabbing going on. 3-bet on the left, win. 3-bet on the right, win. The double 3-bet. $9-5-3. Landon can start with some big bets, I believe, on the flop. Does come with a bigger bet. 2/3 win. Quarter from Perkins on the left table on King 6-3-8 now, completing full rainbow. Quick check back. Landon has a lot of ace high floats. Does have like 4-5, 4-7. Checks again. Looks like a lot of 6x. Ace high. Chop it up. Single raised on the right. King 8-7. A little bit more connected, which allows more checking from Landon. He does check back. Faces pot on the turn. This is kind of nice from Perkins. There's a lot of available draws, as well as like a bunch of his King X's want to bet pot. 9 comes with another big bet. Let's see it. King 8, nice hand. Nice hand from Perkins there. I like that. That cadence was pretty nice. Came with the pot size after the check back from Landon. Free bet. Winner. Small pot from Landon on the left table. Another king high board. Another board with a lot of connectivity. 6-7, 8-7, Jack 10, Queen Jack. Which caused another check back from Landon. This time, Bill begins with a check on the turn. And this board checks down to the rivered ace. Landon's going to have more stronger aces, but checks down again. Set of threes. I like the check from Bill on the river, man. He should be expecting Landon to bet that river at a high frequency after the check down. Unfortunately, Landon probably had something else. Some sort of weaker showdown value hand. Not an ace, but nice hand nonetheless. Bill starts with a quarter. Win. Left table. Call. 10-3 deuce. Bill plays a check. Could have a variety of hands on the check. You could have hands like middle pocket pairs. You could have some check down ace highs. Looks like it's another check. Now Bill plays 2/3. Could have a deuce. Could also have hands like nines. Value bets the river with a7. Good. Nice hand. Both players played that hand pretty good, I think. $10-9-9. Landon starts small. It's expected on this kind of board. This is a spot where Bill probably has a control check raise frequency. There's a lot of available hands to check raise. Diamonds, Queen 8, 6-8, 6-7, Queen Jack. Landon follows with a 2/3, gets called quickly. River changes the board dramatically. 4-liner to 2 straight flushes. Bill checks. And then it goes into the time bank. Comes with 12K. On a board where there's 2 straight flushes, repping straight flush. There it is. Queen of diamonds. Nice hand, Landon. Another flush with Queen 4. Gets called quickly, too. Seems like very likely the way it played out facing overbet, Bill very likely had a full house. Board paired lead. And Bill comes with a big raise. Last time we saw this raise, he raised small on the board pair. This time he goes for the pot. And now the board comes in with a flush. He bombs it again. Quickly. Winner. Nice hand, Bill. Landon did not get to go to the bank on table 2. He was approaching reset. But Bill climbed back, and now both players sitting with roughly 200 big blinds. Three bet pot on the left, excuse me. Queen 9 8. Small bet call. 2 flush draws now. Jack 10 was already a flop straight. 5-6 does get there, but could only really have like very specific suited versions. Landon responds with roughly 2/3 pot call. Board 4 lines to the 6. Landon checks down. Nice hand, Queen 10. Brings back Bill to starting stack. Nice bluff catch from Landon. Moving over to table number 2. Landon begins with roughly 3rd on the flop, Jack 6-4. Win. Queen 8-7 monotone. Checks it back. Bill starts with a check on the turn. Check again. 4 flush. Check, check. Deuce of spade. Buenissimo. Another monotone flop. We've seen probably a few more likely than we usually see. Small check raise. I like this. It's a minimum raise from Landon. Don't need to raise big. Gets called. 3 doesn't change anything. Landon goes with a check raise check line. Faces a bet here. roughly 40%. This is interesting. Check raise, check call. Okay. Nice hand from Bill there. Curious to see like the bottom of range for Landon there. Probably, I guess he had a king. It looked like king X combo. Maybe like king 9 of diamonds. Pretty curious line there. I'm genuinely curious what it was. But Bill had a hand that wasn't going absolutely nowhere. Check line on the left table. Landon starts with another check. Looks like it's checking down. And we do check down. King high good. Another check raise from Landon now on the right table. King 8-8. Check raise frequency going up a little bit. That time he takes it down. King 8-8 2 hearts. Could check raise an 8. Could check raise 9-10. Spades. Could check raise heart combos. 3-bet now from Bill. Good board for Bill, for sure. Ace, king, deuce. Starts with a check. I'm curious, like, how he's constructing these spots. Now he's going with the 2/3 after the flop check. Could be a hand like ace 5. Now a flush gets there. Now he goes check quickly. Ace 9 suited. Makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. Bill with the big bet. It's shoved on. Snap. 7-7. Ooh, wow. Landon with the over straight. And he's going to take that money to the bank. Nice hand for Landon. Cooler. Wow. Cooler for Landon there. In Landon's favor. As we welcome back Matt Berkey into the booth.
Just in the nick of time.
Yes,
That
Landon coolered.
I saw you at a 7.
Yes, both players had a 7, but Landon had the over straight.
But it looks like Perkins recouped a bunch on the right, yeah?
Landon did not get to bank the right table.
Yeah, he picked up a bunch. So maybe they're actually not done. They're just resetting that stack.
Yes, the reset. Landon overstraighted. It was a 4 line into a 7, but Landon had the overstraight. Then that brought him to 130K. They reset that. That money's going in the bank. And they're still battling it out on the right table where Landon got all the way up to 113K again. And Gas Trader said, no, we play.
He doubled with.
I don't even think he doubled. He's just been clawing.
We were discussing some production notes. So the reason why we're stuck with this 2-color deck is because ACR's observer feature is different. So like you can't see names or dollar amount if you just pull up a rail table. So they have a Railbird link that we utilize, but that means we're stuck with the features of the Railbird link, which means green felt, single color deck. We're gonna have to talk to the powers that be.
All right. Well, sure. I'm okay with it. All right. And here we go. The players play on. They have reset on the left. And I want somebody to tilt.
By somebody, you mean Perkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just a little bit. Like, come on, man. You just got overstrated. That's not supposed to happen to you. How can you tilt when you have millions of dollars? You just can't. It's like you want to die with 0. You can't even tilt. It's hard. Oh,
Ooh.
that's not that doesn't happen a lot. That doesn't happen a lot.
I mean the speed and this has
God.
to be King Queen for Perkins, right?
King Queen of Diamonds. Oh no, we're drawing dead.
Damn it. King.
Oh,
Hey!
how,
Whack it up, baby.
if you're ever gonna tilt, it's now.
Yeah, I think Landon should take note of that. The speed at which Perkins acted, that's just nutted, always. Only nuts.
But what will the solver say to do?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, you're going to stack off with Queen 8, but I guess my point is that you can
of
take
course.
that into reference for future spots.
King Queen.
Yeah, like he never 3-bets a flop that fast with like less than.
It's not 2 pair. No, it's not.
It's not even 8-9.
Like, remember when Helmuth and Polk played that hand on TV?
Yeah.
And it was like, and then Helmuth was like, I could have a blocker. And then Polk was like, nope. Like, no, wait, I could have a set. Nope. Wow, that was fortunate for Landon.
Yeah.
Two very fortunate spots. And
That might have tilted.
Yeah, Perkins
Now
sets it out on the right table.
He might just be done.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. He got overstrated. Now he had a straight versus a straight and chopped it. It is kind of
Here
annoying.
we see the overbet on the 3 Broadway board again. Landon wins.
Yeah, this might be it. Or not. Or not. How can you tell when you have millions? You can't tell so hard. I want to have that problem.
I mean, we can see a 400 big blind pot here on the right. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. So I would say Landon's running a little bit above average now, which is good for him for sure.
Trying to keep up with all the chats. See what the streets are saying.
I am going to go to the bathroom, grab another soda, because it seems like these guys don't want to quit.
All right.
So
got this.
I'll leave you with the soothing analysis of Matt Berkey. And I'll be back soon.
Okay.
I will try to walk.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to do it, guys. I'm sorry.
Looks like we raise pot here on the left. Jack 10-5 two-tone. See some checking back here. Perkins goes for third. Quarter, actually. Man, these graphics are so fucking hard to read. Landon peels. Queen heavily advantageous to Perkins. Landon's pretty much capped at king 9. Check, check. 5's advantageous to Landon, but only slightly. You can see some blocking here. Something like 900. Ooh, he goes for the OB. Ships it. Went for about 175% pot there. 3-bet on table 2. Perkins banks down and folds. Nine, 3-3. Interesting check back by Perkins there. We see a lot of range betting taking place on boards. Oh, sorry, 9-3 deuce. Doesn't change things too much. Turn 4. Gonna hit both ranges. Perkins will have some delays. Less likely to bet ace high at this point, I think. Goes 50% pot. He'll have some 5x and 6x that chooses this. That will now get the follow through on river. I expect some 3/4 pot to come through here. Checks down and wins. Was that 8-6? What? He checked down a straight? Hold up. I know that I'm looking at a small picture. That was either 8s or 8-6. If it was 8s, okay. Whole hand makes some sense, although flop seems like a pretty natural bet. If that was 8-6, I don't know what the fuck's going on. That is the second nuts on the end. Big pot brewing here on the right. Looks like Perkins is putting Landon all in. Is that right? Wow, we have a huge bank here. That was 8-6 that hand, so Perkins did check down a straight. This is crazy. Landon calls. Ace king high is no good. Perkins rivered 9 full. Oh no. That's going to be a reset for Perkins. Sad panda. Didn't really get to see enough of how that action went. That felt a little bit loose by my man Landon Tice. Probably going to swing things back into Perkins' favor a little bit as he's now up 3-1 on resets. The good news is the majority of that reset money there was actually Perkins, as Landon was up as high as 117. So I'm guessing Perkins about broke even on that table, maybe won half a buy-in. If I had the best estimate, I would assume Perkins is up 15,000. Oh, he's only up 1 on the resets. Landon did reset the left table. So Perkins is up 3-2. I'm guessing it's pretty close to even. We're going to be somewhere plus or minus 10K, I would assume, between the two. And I'm not really sure who it's favoring at this point. We are going to have some new felt from America's Card Room rolling out in the next iteration of this, I believe. It's going to be some branded felt. Looking forward to that. Landon taking a little breather, it looks like, to sit down at the second table. Kid needed to take a lap. I didn't see that hand. So I don't really have any room to judge whether or not it was a good call with ace king high or not. I do know that in multi-bet pots, I would expect Perkins, at least early on in this match, to be underbluffed. I imagine once combing through the data, Landon may find that to be true. I'm not sure, though. And the young man may be tapping today. I'm not sure. As we still await for him to sit at the second table. Oh, now Perkins left that table as well. We might be looking at a different second table. Our boy got stacked on the 70K table. It was either a 3 or 4 bet pot. Landon had ace king. Perkins had 9s. Came.
Oh no, that's the table we almost banked on.
Yeah. Came like 8-6-6 brick 9. And Landon check called off 60K on the river. Or 50K on the river.
50K call off with ace high?
Yeah.
No good.
No. He had 9s full.
Fuck. Well, we were right. He either had it or he did it.
Yeah. Yeah. 50-50 really.
Okay. Well, we play on.
Yeah, it was about a pot size shove on the end.
So, I got a little bit of notice from production, and it's really hard to keep track of tally with the resets.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we will have hopefully a better way next time, because the way we were doing it before was different.
Just kept the difference of the stacks.
But now with the resets, it's really difficult. So, we'll definitely get a tally at the end from Landon, probably directly. But for now, we just kind of enjoy the show and keep track of resets, and that'll give us an approximation.
Looks like that may be it.
Well, session 1 in the books. We'll stick around a little bit, see if there anything changes. But
I do think that we, if I'm not mistaken, I'll leave it up to Andre, but I do think that Landon is going to join us for a brief recap.
That'll be fun. He can tell us how much he won or lost.
So stick around for that.
He can tell us his thoughts on the ace king high call that I didn't see.
What a way to end. Yeah, hopefully he'll be joining us momentarily via Skype from the fucking dungeon that he's playing from.
I saw him right before I left too.
Yeah.
I was like, good luck.
How'd he look? How's he feeling?
He wasn't even, he looked, this is the thing. He looked like he was ready to go, but like, he didn't look like Rocky about to fight Apollo, I'll tell you that. He looked like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it's another day today.
Well, it's not bad.
That's
I
good.
mean, he's going to have 60 of these days, so probably is pretty good that he keeps it even keel.
So what do you think? What do you think today?
It's tough to judge, man. It's really hard to just have a zoomed in look at a few hundred hands and make any assertions as far as like where the edge lies. It looks like they played pretty much to a draw.
But we did see before, like, you know, I know we keep referencing the last match with Daniel, but it's because it's the like that set the precedence for this match.
Doug had a way bigger edge on Daniel in the first match than it seems Landon has over.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, last match we saw Daniel come in using 2 sizes, and it was pretty clear that those are the only 2 sizes he was using.
Right.
We saw Doug coming in like fucking 2010 Doug. Like it was just like, okay, like where's like, okay, this guy's still a beast, right?
Yeah.
Perkins, in my opinion, looked pretty good. You know, I am curious if I'm just curious because we had the Jack hand with the Jack of Hearts that he played check back.
That hand I thought was bad. The aces I thought was bad. But like, you know, these are the mistakes that we expect somebody like Perkins to be making. They're just like he's just tipping his way past like the 0 EV bluff catchers and the 0 EV value hands. And
do you think that's easy to improve or hard to improve?
Probably hard, just because it requires precision. So he's just gonna be less precise whenever we get to that line of demarcation of what 0 EV and negative EV is, and that's fine. He's compensated by the spot.
Yeah.
Right. So like he needs to make pretty egregious errors at those lines of demarcation for Landon to then recoup all of that EV. And I'm pretty sure that they played pretty close to a draw today. I think that it's probably plus or minus 10K one way or the other.
Okay.
Which, great for Perkins.
Yeah.
So for Landon. You know, we got your feet wet. You played some high stakes. You didn't cause any more damage one way or the other.
Yeah.
Still staring the spot in the face, but like we have plenty of time to go forward with it. Oh, I hear those Skype noises in the background.
Yeah, he might be tuning in real soon.
The sweet sultry sound.
I hear you, Landon. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Calling off ace high for all of it.
2 questions, and this is more so to Andre than anybody else. Is he actually live on air right now? Yeah, and that was my second question. Can we see the young man?
He might need to turn on the lights.
Yeah, hold on.
I told you.
No. I put the we cannot connect your selected camera. What? Should I restart it? Hold on. What? My camera's not good enough?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $1 million baby right here. This is the
my
Great
camera's
White
not
Hope.
good enough?
Just try unplugging it and plugging it back in. That seems to be the solution for all tech these days.
That's classic tech. Yeah. How is everyone? How are we?
We're doing great.
We're waiting to see if we can.
We're waiting to see you. This is very important that we get to see your face.
1 second. I'm trying. There it is. Look at us. Look at us. We're here.
All right, so it looks like we do have the camera connected, and we will get Landon on in just a second. So, Berkey. So as we were saying,
hold on, I'm chewing someone out.
Bueno.
He's busy. He's busy roasting.
I am doing it on your behalf, Landon. Don't worry. You'll see it later in the chat. I think it's gotten to a point of being incessant. All right.
What's up?
Let's get this. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he
Bed
is.
made and everything.
Wow. Yeah.
No.
No. Glad to see you.
I have the wind. I have the
Yeah.
curtains out though, so I had light coming in.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. All right. We have a few things to talk to you about. First of all, how does it feel? It's your first session of 200, 400. What? Talk to us out of the process. Feel.
Oh, good. Nervous would be like a little bit of. Hold on. Let me go to OBS. Would be like an overstatement. I felt pretty good, so didn't really try to do too much, so to speak, but definitely enjoyed it. So it was battle.
Okay.
What's up? What's going on? How are we? How are you?
This is Landon 100%. Yo, so give me your thoughts on just like how you thought Perkins played overall. Like, is this like similar to what you expected, better, worse, you know? I
mean, I don't really know what I expected, to be honest. Like, I just kind of expected. It's hard to really. It was a lot of fun. I definitely over-adjusted in some spots, but I don't know. Felt good. We'll put it that way.
What spot you think you maybe over-adjusted, if you can divulge it, or something like that, or a general thing?
I called ace high for all of it in like an 160K pot.
This is true. We witnessed it.
He had it. So sometimes I have it, but I'm okay with that one.
Berkey?
I mean, I just felt good playing, to be honest. Don't really know.
Oh, do you know how much you won or lost today? Because we ended up losing.
I won 18K.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we
won 18K. We were up 100. Okay. Let me rephrase this. Let's make it sound like the hero's journey, okay? We were stuck 150 at like the first hour, and then we climbed like Batman from the cave, and was about up 100, and then called off ace high for all of it, and I was wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it was plus or minus 10 to 20K, so that seems pretty good. You guys probably played around 400 hands.
No, we played 624.
Okay. All right, so that's.
He plays fast.
Yeah, Definitely goes fast. There's definitely a lot to be said about timing that I don't really necessarily think is worth divulging here. Walk us through the ace king hand. I want to hear a little bit of your thought process, how we landed on river at 1 SPR on a board texture that's not really great, and ultimately.
No, it
arriving
wasn't
at a
really
call.
1. It was mostly like 1.5.
Okay.
But either way,
Sure.
6-6 deuce is pretty good for us. Betting a lot on that board for a bigger size. Just have a lot of good hands.
hmm
Turn on the deuce like doesn't really change much.
It was another
Check.
deuce? No.
Yeah, it was 6-6 deuce deuce 9.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it was 6-6 deuce deuce 9. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
that's a little bit different.
Check ace high. He bets relatively biggish, kind of like maybe half, maybe a little less, maybe
Okay.
third.
Yep.
Pretty easy call with 2 overs and ace high. Don't. Had a king of hearts, didn't have the ace of clubs. So call. He has a lot of draws in that spot, like 5-4. Has some flush draws, some straight draws. River is the offsuit 9, and I check, and he jams. And I mixed for it. I felt kind of confident. Also felt like it could have been a spot where like he was getting some real energy, some real cocksuck fuck energy there with the quads and the straight flush and the straight over straight, and I mean he was down bad for sure. But yeah, I mean, feel pretty good about the call. The king is nice, right? Because he's not gonna really bluff with many king high hands, not gonna bluff with many ace high hands. Like he's never gonna try to get ace high to fold. So it's mostly gonna be like some backdoor draws that he floats flop with, like king, queen, jack high, and then regular like front door flush draws, and then
And
on the turn like.
To
Yeah,
be
fire
clear,
flop.
though, you think that he's following through with bluffs on the turn on a double paired board?
I think that it's potentially possible. It's pretty rare,
Mhm.
but the combo that I had like didn't really interfere with any possible bluffs,
Yeah.
and the board in the 3-bet pot was so low to where like flush draws, like making a flush is still effectively a nutted hand.
Yeah, for sure. You're not gonna run
So
into
it's
too
one of
many
those
houses.
spots where like if you like hit like a gin card where like it's 6-6 deuce deuce whatever,
Mhm.
like it's one of those spots I guess where even in my case like if I would just like effectively play, if you have a 6 you got it, because you just get called by so many over pairs, get called by so many like basically over pairs and like some ace highs that get sticky as seen on TV.
Yeah.
But
Do you think you have any check raises on turn with your overpair region of hands? And if so, do you think ace king qualifies?
I don't think I do. I think I would like raise some overpairs that needed protection. Would like always call aces and kings,
Yeah.
and then raise like tens, jacks, and just feel like I have the nuts there.
Yeah.
And if he has a 6, he has a 6.
Yeah, I
and-
guess you're not really trying to get better to fold that often with ace king, right?
No.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My best observation, and I had very few because I didn't think that this was so one-sided that it was abundantly clear that there were a ton of mistakes being made. Obviously, there's a ton of mistakes being made, but I think they're pretty nuanced. But one of the clear observations that I thought we could derive from the way Bill was timing things and the sizings that he was choosing was that there was a strong likelihood he would be underbluffed on river. Basing that off of like the sizing matrix that he was using in 3-bet pots was often like either pot or 2/3, often resulting in like sub half pot SPR going into the river, which kind of led me to believe that there's a good chance he'd be underbluffing. Did you come across like any exploitative observations like that? Obviously, like don't be specific, but just a simple yes or no, and then a kind of a explanation in a general sense would be good.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really see too much. I'm just trying to play pretty close to theory and just sort of start there, and then like when I get more information, then I'll start to like deviate and like try to make like nuanced plays. But I don't think we really got that far yet to really make that decision.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair.
What was the? Can you walk? What was the aces hand with the aces hand versus Perkins? Did he check shove the turn into your 10-8? Do you remember that hand?
He jammed aces. Yeah. So I think his jam's good in theory. You just want to protect, and if I have a straight, I have a straight. Obviously, you look really stupid when you're drawing dead, but it's definitely just a good play.
So can you walk? Can you walk us through the hand? Because I like.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to
let me
follow.
find it.
We were trying to follow the two tables, and all I saw was just like a bunch of money go in with one pair, and then like you have a straight, and I was like, well, that looks bad, but I wasn't even like, I was just like, well, okay, but it didn't. It felt thin at the time. But if you're telling me it was good, then I
Oh wow,
definitely
I
trust.
actually lost two 200 big blind pots with the Jack 9. That one I felt more confident. It was like a pretty decent call, and he had the King Queen, which is pretty thin, but
Yeah, I
thin to
remember that.
win. Thin to win. But yeah, this where is it? 10-8. Yeah. So we open, he three bets. I call. Flop comes Jack 9-5 rainbow with a spade. He bets around a little bit less than third, maybe quarter, which is fine. We call. Turns Yahtzee with the 7. He checks, and I bet 2/3. And then he just stuffs it for 117, like 117 big blinds more. So I call off 90. And he's drawing dead, but it's definitely a good play. He's calling me right now, actually.
Does he want to join?
I don't know. Like, let me ask him. Hold on.
All right, so here it is. So okay, so there is a turn flush draw, and then he just bombs it. Okay, there are two straight. I mean, okay, let's get it.
Yeah, it's like a 2-pot size shove. 6-8 and both 8-10 complete, which Landon's gonna have in full.
Okay.
It still feels thin to me, man. I mean, you can say that in theory it's fine, but
Okay, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
all right.
We need Andre to send him a Skype link on WhatsApp. But then he's in.
All right. We are gonna bring in the man, the myth, the legend, the gas trader himself, Bill Perkins, momentarily. Before we get on, is there any shit you would like to talk? Let's get it out of the way now before.
No, it's all love.
Oh, you're
over
gonna save
here,
it.
you
You're
know?
gonna save it. I understand. We're
No,
we're gonna have the
it's all love.
It's all love. It's not all love,
Always
Landon.
is.
It's not all love. First of all, I got a bone to pick. How the fuck do we negotiate a 300 big blind reset?
Yeah, that wasn't my decision, but we negotiated it.
Why? I need to talk to the higher ups. Who was the person who thought this was a good idea? Outside of Perkins, obviously.
Yeah.
We just
He's 2 for 2 in deeper. He's 2 for 2 in these pots, man. He's got me.
yeah.
Here he is. Wait, where is he? That's me. He's not here. Is he here?
I'm gonna renegotiate all the terms of the contract right here, right now.
Send link. He said send link.
He is 2 for 2. We got to like 117K, and then just like didn't get to bank it, and I was like, no.
Yeah, well,
What are you gonna do?
could have been 200, man, but unfortunate.
It's all good, bro. So how many hands did you play? 600?
623.
That's pretty good pace.
Do you guys have a tentative schedule in place?
No, he ran away, but he'll be back, and I guess he'll answer that question.
Sure.
I'll ask him after. Yeah.
I'm gonna put his feet to the fire. Be like, listen, man. If you want coverage, if you want this limelight, if you want us to talk about dying with zero and promoting your fucking book on camera, we need 3 days notice.
Damn.
And then he's gonna come back with 3 hours notice, and then we're gonna meet in the middle with like 12 hours.
Yeah. So is Bill here, or did you say he ran away?
I think Andre's trying to handle it now.
I don't like the zoomed in picture of me. I don't like it. Can we change it?
It's your webcam, bro.
No. What I mean is, I have this big picture. I have the big square. I don't want the big square. I want
No. This is your show. What are you talking about?
I want the small square.
You are here for all the glory. This is all the glory. The big square.
He just wants a normal square, just like us.
He needs the link. He's called me. He says he wants the link. He needs the link.
We're getting it. We're on it.
Link, please. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in.
He just texts
Let
me
him
also.
in. He wants in.
He texts me also like, I have a fucking link.
Yeah. Well, do you?
Do I look like a man with a link? I'm sitting in
Yeah.
a chair trying to host a show, and you guys are causing chaos.
I don't like it, man. I'm in the big square. I don't like the big square.
Yeah,
It's
the
too
big
much
square.
attention.
You'll get to split the square with.
I don't like the big square. I want the small square. I want the small square.
You'll get divided whenever Perkins comes through.
He doesn't
Please.
want the big
Yeah.
square.
I don't want the big square, man.
How long was the session?
It was about 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, that is a lot of hands then. You guys are playing at a pretty rapid pace.
We're playing fast. We're definitely
Yeah.
playing fast.
What what's the plan moving forward for you? Is it just like rest until the next session?
I got 624.
Okay. So, but what's the plan moving forward? Are you just gonna rest till the next session? Or are you gonna be digging through?
Yeah. Let me ask. It's funny because I'm talking to him and you guys at the same time. It's very chaotic.
Sure.
But are we playing tomorrow or? He's got to be with the boys, but it might be possible. It depends on what the boys have to say.
We're not covering it. We're not covering it unless we get 24 hours notice. I'm putting my goddamn foot down. It's just too much. I have a game I'm supposed to play tomorrow. I'm not gonna just skip it and then find out you guys didn't play.
Tomorrow is Thursday, the 3rd. Matt has some words to say to you.
This is so troll. That Landon's just
Is
having
the link? Does he have the link? I'm having a blast, man.
He's having a total side convo.
He's got Fugats. Where's his link?
We should still have his Skype name. He was a guest on here before. Of course he did.
Yeah, you're supposed to have the 4-5 of diamonds. That's what you were supposed to have.
Seems like this is a boomer issue.
Yeah. Next time.
Let me see if I have his. Okay, I have his Skype.
You have had some 4-5s.
I don't know how to share it. Okay.
All right. This is landed on the big screen, but he's frozen. That's okay.
This is what behind the scenes looks like, guys. You're just here for it all. You want the exclusives? Well, sometimes
it's not edited.
So, yeah, sometimes Chin and I are just sitting here vamping while we have a frozen, happy young Landon Tice.
There he is.
Half a buy-in today.
What was my all-in? It was -2.
As they comb through the PT4.
Yeah, so that's nice.
So Landon is having a conversation. It looks. Wait. It looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like you ran below EV, but still won.
That's nice.
Let's stay quiet in here and see what else we can garner from this private convo.
I have a link for you.
It looks like he has a link for Bill Perkins.
I have a link. It's appearing now. Wait for it. There it is.
Okay, it looks like
he's clicking buttons.
Get this man on the show.
You gotta help me. I can't take this big square anymore. I really don't like it.
He hates it so much he hasn't looked at the camera once.
He doesn't look at the camera.
He's so shy.
It's on like the side, so like I can't. I'm very shy.
He's a shy young man.
There he is.
How many times are you going to ask me to click join?
I hear Bill.
Boomer problems, man. Jesus. Huh?
I don't hear you guys.
How
Are you guys going to tell?
What do I do? I click the button? Is that?
I don't hear you through my computer. Hold on.
There's no sound.
Landon, say something on the Skype thing.
Hello. Yeah.
No, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna hang up this phone.
Okay.
This
Say
is
hello?
incredible.
I think he fixed it. He got it.
I mean, we can hear you.
It couldn't do WhatsApp and Skype at the same
Oh,
time.
they can't hear me. How do you test? Is it because we're on this? Yeah. Can you guys watch this? I'll jump back in, or maybe we can do it later. If Matt, you have to do a workout, right?
Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want.
Let's do it later tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
I think we just lost.
He's
Bill.
gone.
I think we
Can
just
you guys
lost.
hear
He
me?
did.
No. I
Wait,
think he
he's
was
back.
talking to somebody else. He's talking to somebody else.
Oh, he's back.
Is he?
Well,
Hello?
I can hear you.
We're gonna edit all this up.
No.
Wait, can you guys? Wait. Can you guys not hear him?
We hear it.
Hello?
There he is.
oh jeez.
I still have the big square. I can't take it.
Tell him to turn his camera on.
This camera is on.
Okay, it looks like Bill will be on in like 10 seconds.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He doesn't hear us, but we hear him.
I hear you. I got you now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good, bro. That's fucking. We're chilling.
Oh wow, look, Landon's on like double. He's like double handsome guy.
He's on the
No,
big
no,
square.
no,
He
no.
hates it.
I'm in the big square. I don't like the big square.
Where am I going? Like they don't even have me on screen. They just we hate Perkins. We want him to lose. So
You literally have half the screen. Wait, hold on. Where's this?
It's
Give Andre
coming
a
on, bro.
second.
Leave our production people alone. They already have so
This
much
poor guy's
pressure.
scrambling to just. You can just take us
Get
off
this shit
screen
right.
if it's helpful.
Leave them both on the big square. Equal square
I don't
coverage.
like the big square.
Your bed's a mess.
Damn, bro. He already doesn't like the big square. Don't fucking call out his bed. Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't want the big square. I never asked for big square.
Anyways, we do apologize to everyone. We are trying to get both people on screen. There he is. Bill
Boom.
Perkins.
Bam. Should I move my camera so people so I face?
Wait, why does Can he have the biggest square?
No.
Bill, I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay, what did I do?
But it's
How-
not with him.
What have you done to us, Bill? What have you done to us? What have you negotiated here? Like,
I don't know.
did we just voluntarily all bend over the bed and pull our pants down? Is that how this match got set up?
I don't know. I just Landon was like, yeah, 9 big blinds. I was like, yeah. I'll
9 big blinds.
We
We'll
met in the middle from 11.
we'll reset the
13.
stacks.
No, I got fished on.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
We're gonna
but it's
reset the
okay.
stacks, and hey, whenever you're available to play, just let us know. Just
Yeah,
we're on standby. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I mean, it takes, like, as you know, Heads Up No Limit takes a lot of time to learn.
Yeah.
Right. And, I needed significant incentive to take time out of my day to go into a lab to learn Heads Up No Limit.
Oh,
right?
hold on.
Is that
so
the
you-
lab?
So you're implying that creating a scenario where all of us live with 0 wasn't incentive enough?
Well, I mean, I don't think it can be that bad. I mean,
Bill, I don't think you know what's going on this side of the table here, buddy.
I don't think it can be that bad. Like, I
can't
don't
be
think
that
it can be that
bad,
bad.
you
Like, I mean, come on, Bitcoin's 35,000, 38,000. Guys are making money left and right.
Yeah,
So
when
you guys-
we all agreed to doing this, Bitcoin was 60,000, and we thought we'd have a little change left over if you won.
That is a good point. That is a good point. I mean,
If
that
it
is a
falls
good
another 10%, we're not even gonna make it to the end of this challenge.
point. You're gonna be like, we buy out.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like, all
You're gonna
right.
be up and buy out. Like, no,
Bill, how did you feel you played today? How did you feel you played today?
I made quite a few mistakes. Most of the mistakes were like, I think Landon could spot them. There were 3-bet pots where I misclicked and I clicked the wrong size. It was like it was mandatory it be this size or nothing. I didn't do that. I missed some turn. I got a little lost on a couple of his ships. And I just he just never bluffed me on a re-raise. And I was just like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm just Queen Jack, but so it was just like, I got put in like a lot of awkward spots where I don't know if I did it right or not. But I think the biggest thing is that I was playing very fast. And I've been told I give off a lot of timing tells playing fast. And so I need to slow down, right? Like, I get excited. Like, I get a hand. I'm like, we get the money in here,
The
buddy.
King Queen
Click.
was a good example of that.
Oh, that is exactly. It's like, click, click, click,
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, you just have the stone nuts. You just definitely have the nuts in this scenario, And there was a weird spot where we I snap checked. I flopped trip aces. I folded trip aces to his river overbet.
Oh, I remember this hand. You checked the flop. We were surprised.
Yeah, I checked the flop. I rolled a very high number. I checked the flop, checked the turn, and then the fucking run out. And I was just like, oh, supposed to call here, but he's just like, how many bluffs does this guy really have?
Yeah, I think it was. I think the run out
And I
was like a
pulled-
4 straight, 3 flush.
Yeah, it might even be a 4 flush or something like that.
Oh yeah, check down. Yeah. I remember that one.
What'd you have?
I did not have it. I
Yeah.
did not have it. No.
Diamonds,
I had spades.
diamonds came
I had
through,
spades.
and yeah, I remember
had
diamonds came through, and we were like, I don't really know how much king of diamond Landon has in range here to be going for it.
It was just really weird. And I should have thought about it because I was checking so fast like he's going to take advantage of it because it's like a super signal that I have nothing, right? When actually I had trips, and then I was just
So it's not a signal; it's a fake signal.
Yeah,
fake signal.
he
but,
hit
like,
you with a fake gulp.
Yeah, it was fake. It was fake, but it was just weird. I was just like a little distraught. Like there was like a period of time, like I don't know, 50 hands, where it goes back and forth. You run good, he runs good, whatever. But he was just like in run god mode,
Yeah.
And like I'd had aces, and he had to straight, right, like get it all in on a turn. I mean, I was like, oh, I get an ace on a river. I was gonna lose anyway.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It was like
yeah.
destined, hands you destined to lose, and so. I was a little flummoxed, and I think that leads to like errors and faster play, and so I just got to slow it down.
I actually thought your speed was kind of indicative of the fact that you are more studied now, because to me it felt like everything was a little bit pre-programmed. So you knew your sizes based on the texture and your holding, and you were just like rapidly getting there, right? That's not to say that that slowing down wouldn't help you, but it's more so to just say that like it's very clear that you have some sort of ready answer, whether it's correct or not, which probably wasn't the case 3 months ago.
Yeah, I would definitely say there's just a lot of spots like we get in a spot, we bet, I have this hand, okay, my range is collapsing, his range, or whatever, blah, 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 okay, I need to fold this hand, and then go. And I'm going through that pretty quickly in my head, and I'm playing way too fast, because then it's like, sometimes I have those unhappy calls where I probably should be raising, and I didn't do that enough at all.
Yeah.
This session, but sometimes you just don't get the right combos and the right blockers to do that.
So tell the truth.
Tell combos, blockers. He's rolling, and we're laying 9 bigs. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great.
We're doing great. So you are randomizing, right?
Yeah. Okay. I am randomizing for I would say I'm 60% randomizing. Like river spots are river spots, and I like. Some river spots are sometimes fold, sometimes call.
Okay, so tell the truth. When you roll and it comes up high or low when you wanted it to be the opposite, there's some fuck it in there, right? Like, how often are you fucking it?
There's brain solve. There's fuck you energy in there for sure.
There could be some fuck you, and the real thing is like let's say you roll high. Let's say you roll at 86, right? But there's certain spots where it's like it's 100% check raise. Right? Like it's just 100%. Like, and those are the scenarios where I'm like, is this 100% check raise spot or is this a partial? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I get lost. Like there's like infinite quizzes when you're playing heads up, right? And you're just like, no,
this guy never stops selling, man. You got the spot, Bill. It's fine. You can admit now you're keeping up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would give myself. Let's just subtract out the timing because that was a real. I would give myself a B playing today.
Pretty solid.
I would give myself a solid B relative to my game. Like if you say, okay, this is Bill's A+ game and this is his D game, like he's just clicking buttons, I would say it was a solid B.
Can we expect some of the D game though?
I hope not.
Come on, Bill.
I mean,
listen. If you know anything about a customer, you got to keep them happy.
Got to keep them happy?
Yeah, we're going to need a little bit of D game in there every now and again to keep this match, fair.
I mean, Landon he was playing really well, and he's putting me in some tricky positions, and he had some great bluff spots, Like, I felt like he was...
You called all the ones I had it, and then the one time you folded, I actually had the bluff,
Oh, man,
it's a sick game.
That's a dream.
I think you benefited a lot. Like I was getting max distracted here. My mom called, and the doorbell rang, and then like people coming up, like, and then we were, it was a little distracting, like having the reset, and it was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
and I would forget. I checked back the nuts because I forgot.
I saw the 8-6.
I saw that, and I was like, okay, all right, the fear is real, but an orbit penalty for you.
That was like, I got distracted. I was just like, okay, I'm too distracted. We got to end this. This was on the 9's hand, and I was just checking back. I was like, why are the chips coming my way? I have 8 high, and I was like, I have a, it was kind of weird.
I was actually pretty, like, I think you played like pretty well. Like, obviously, you had the timing thing, whatever, but like generally, I thought your sizings were like pretty good. Like, I thought you played better than like what most people would have expected you to come in with, right? Like I definitely thought you played like pretty well. Like so I'm not surprised you think that you played like a pretty B. Like B's pretty good, you know, like first session in, like getting your feet warm. I'm sure both of you are gonna like go back into your respective like teams and then like come back with like something else, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think like, you know, I've never really taken poker as seriously as I have, except for this challenge. And so I think it's kind of, for me, I knew that my performance was going to be better than what the average person thought they would see, right? They were going to get Bill, you know, Bill 1.0, right? And I was coming Bill 2.0, 3.0, right?
3.0.
3.0 with the match, right?
So what's the plan moving forward? I know that you don't want to adhere yourself to any sort of schedule, but for those of us trying to cover this match, tentatively speaking, is there any ideas for the rest of this week, next week, anything along those lines?
I would like to get into like maybe a late session, just like really cap it at 2 hours. So if we could start like at 8 and then something like that, like 7 or 8, and then just make sure it's just capped at 2 hours no matter what, even if we get short hands. Then that's something like I can agree to right now.
This is for tomorrow, you're saying?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Like just a short 2 hour session. I mean, we played. I mean, we got what 6% of the hands.
You guys played a rapid pace, 3% of the hands, but yeah, you guys played really fast.
Yeah, 3. It was pretty fast, and so I think you know I'm gonna have to slow it down a bit, but I don't think it's gonna be that slow. Like if I just match Landon, right? Like we're still gonna get a.
I thought Landon played very fast, also, for what it's worth.
Bill, you get paid $37 a hand. We did the math.
I like it. I mean, I like it. I mean, you know. I mean, fortunately, you know, I've grinded. I've gotten lucky. I got into a spot where my earn is pretty high. So $37 is actually, it's a discount.
Yeah, it's nice.
Even Bill Perkins at a discount at this time.
I'm telling you right now that if you break us, you're gonna help me do my book tour because I'm gonna write Live with Zero.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I would like if it gets into a situation like I would be like, Landon, just buy out. You know what I mean, or just. Whatever. Like I don't.
Do you see the look on this kid's face?
He's like, I'm not buying.
He wouldn't buy out if he was mathematically eliminated.
I mean, you know, I mean, like I gave his dad a free roll. I was just.
I saw that. That was nice of you.
Oh, I see that. I'll have to add him. My dad loves free money.
Yeah, like it's free money. He's got a free chance. He can either win or not lose, right? Like I just can't be crushing.
Wait, tell us about that. I don't know about that. Tell us a little
So Landon messaged me. He's like, "Hey, is it okay if my dad bets $5K on me on the challenge?" And I'm like, "Of course, go dad." Right? I'm like,
"Go dad."
Like I mean, I would be the same way with my daughter. I'd be like, "I don't care. I'm betting on my daughter. Go
that's
dog."
cool.
Right? And it just welled up in me. I was like, I can't fucking take this, guys. This is bad juju. Free roll. You get a free roll.
Oh,
Sir,
man, we're drawing.
Just for clarification,
we're drawing so dead. Like the karma's on Bill's side too.
Just to clarify too, I also bet with Bill on Landon's side, and I am getting no such free roll, no such empathy. There is absolutely no part of him who wants to see me win.
No kids. You have no
kids. Do you see this guy in the top right corner? Who do you think's taking care of?
I'm in the small square now. I'm hiding.
You have to adopt them now.
It's true. It's true. I'm raising like 4 teenagers.
I think it was a good show. I mean, there was definitely like we're definitely playing. Both of us are playing a style that we're both gonna get felted back and forth a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree. I think it's very entertaining. There's a lot of money changing hands. I really wish you guys didn't do the 300 cap. It's so impossible for us to track plus and minus. But like we were just like way off. At your peak, we had you up like 80 when you were really up like 150. At Landon's peak, we had him up like 40, where he was up like 100, something like that. It's really difficult.
I was up 90 at peak, yeah, and then I was stuck 150 at low.
Yeah, I was steamrolling for a bit, and then it just all went horribly wrong.
Good. Let's hope that continues. Do you have any plans of being in Vegas anytime soon?
I don't, but I'd like to get to Vegas. I think when it turns July 12th, right? There's a heads-up thing I want to play in.
Okay.
I would like to also do some live matches with Landon. I think the people love that.
So that was what I was going to say. If you can give us some sort of notice, we could obviously arrange it here.
Right.
But it's not something we could throw together in like 24 hours.
What's the matter? Like I heard you had an expert production team.
My team is in LA, and it's not the only thing that they do. You know, we have a site we have to run, and documentaries that we're making.
Landon, how do you think you played?
Today, I was pretty nervous at the start, to be honest. I don't like this switching to me. I really don't. It's just
Stop
too
it.
zoomed in. I'm so serious. But no, I mean, I think like there was some nervousness for sure. Like especially at the start. Like I don't think I necessarily like did any wrong things when I was like end up like stuck 150, and I didn't even like really feel it, to be honest. I was like, oh well, I mean, I think I'm playing okay. Not too sure though, but definitely was the first time I played 200, 400 online. Like I've played 51, but 2-4. Like I think it's really nice that ACR like has the 100 big blind thing because I just switch it to big blinds, and it's a lot more
It's so much easier.
clear for my mental sanity
Yeah.
to just like not see cars go in the middle.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean it was a lot of fun. I think I played okay. I definitely didn't play my best. I definitely ran really good. I give myself an A in running good.
Yeah, it was pretty beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, some of those hands look like
It was yeah. I mean it was a back and forth of just like getting stacked versus like the king jack ace jack spot, and then we started like deciding that we wanted to actually make good hands, and then that's when the pain happened for you because you also had good hands. That's how you win the money.
Yeah, you definitely were like checking back way obvious or nutted hands, and then I'd be betting, and then I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta call. Is the check line? I don't want to call. This guy's not bluffing.
I don't want to call.
And then I got called, and then fuck. You know what I mean?
It's funny because like heads up, like you're just always in the spot, right? So like every time you call and you're right, it feels nice, but then like every time you call and you're wrong, you feel like really dumb. So like it's hard to kind of like match up like how many times you called them were right versus how many times you called them were wrong, and then like really think about that sort of stuff. But
it's like
it was definitely a lot of fun. Like the fun I had was definitely at an all-time high. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the next one, especially having like this first one under my belt.
I think if it was the session ended like at the beginning, I'd be like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But like I went through hell.
Right.
I went through hell.
No.
I would have a straight. You'd have fucking 7-9. I was like, he's trying to.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I told my team. I said I'm gonna work on coolering him for 20,000 hands.
Yeah,
I worked on my cooler game.
Your cooler game was strong, dude. It was strong. I wound up like I don't know if you're like there was a king queen jack 10 on there, and I went for block size 9, and you like raise, and I'm just like, I'm not fucking calling. He has an. I mean, he could be bluffing me off a chop or whatever, but I'm like, I'm not fucking calling. There were a lot of where I was just like, you know, these like kind of marginal hands where GTO is like the hand you call with, and the hand below it you don't. And it was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm moving it up.
That's a nice ringtone. That's a nice ringtone.
Yeah, that's my 7:30 quality time alarm with Lara.
Well, on that note, we won't want to keep Lara waiting.
No, she's having a massage right now, so she.
So she's already having quality time, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like there's 3 a day to remind me to do it for 15 minutes.
That's fascinating. I like that.
Yeah, you need prompts in your life.
Yeah.
Like, go do this, or otherwise you'll just be like,
Yeah, Landon, what kind of prompts you got set up?
I have no prompts.
Maybe you can take young Landon Tice under your wings after this is all said and done, and he's either a rich man or a poor man.
He can easily win. I mean, like you saw the swings here, man. Like
he's gonna win for sure. It's a matter of if he's gonna beat the spot or not, Bill.
I'm actually, I mean, I'm playing to win it outright. Like I'm not playing it to beat the spot, and you can see that by the chips going in the middle and the calls, etc.
That's more from my side. Yeah, I mean, I'm 0 for 2 in these 200 big blind pots, but at some point that'll change. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna run good, I'm gonna run good, whatever, and then in the middle, we're gonna have this play of, are we balanced or are we unbalanced, and we'll find out.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
I love it.
I got, I felt good for most of the time, and then, it's kind of hard. Like I think trading and poker, they're Rorschach tests on your personality, and like when it was like in my mind, it may not have been. When it was my mind raining like bad beats or like bad hands, I was running bad. It was just like it was amazing how my thinking got clouded. Yeah. And mistakes went up. Mm-hmm. Right. And it was just like, okay, you need to just chill out and just play. like just play, you know.
Yeah.
And finally, like I got a grip. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna play.
Shocking. You're an emotional creature. Who would have ever guessed?
Yeah.
One last question before we get out of here. You obviously prepared for this. How many hands, if you had to guesstimate, did you think you played between the time you accepted the challenge and now of Heads Up?
I would say at least 25,000 hands.
Wow. I was way off.
lot.
That's impressive.
I think I played 25,000 hands. I'm not sure. I would say 25,000. They might say 20. I mean, because I remember when it was like, we've gone through 20,000 hands and here's your first 5,000 and you're clicking buttons and here you are holding your own
Right.
against, so you could see, right? Obviously there's all kinds of variants, but you could see my progression.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's impressive that you put in a mini challenge prior to the challenge.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, I play, like I got to play. And then after playing, I would say at least reviewed 10,000 to 15,000 hand reviews.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
So like, it's not enough, but I think it's enough to like get me to the point where it's not, I'm going to get obliterated, right? Like, it's like, this is easy for Landon, right? Like it's going to be a fight. And I'm going to keep studying and getting better.
Sure.
Like, as we're going to have, so we're the 3%. So, you know what I mean? We have 30 of these left, or maybe a little less, 20 of these left. I have a lot of chances to get better. And so does Landon.
Yeah, I expect that the play of match 20 will look a lot more crisp than the play of match 1. That's just the natural progression of these types of things.
Yeah. And I think we gave the fans what they wanted. I mean, there was blood both ways. I mean, shit was happening. This was not a boring match at all.
Agreed. All right, we're going to hold you to that 2-hour match tomorrow then.
Okay.
And anytime you want to join us for postgame, obviously we'd love to have you. We're going to try to do this as much as humanly possible. We'll work out the kinks so that we can get you that Skype call a little quicker next time.
Yeah, give me the link. All right, guys, it's great. It's a lot of fun. Good playing, Landon.
For sure.
We'll fire tomorrow.
Thanks
Okay,
for
guys.
joining us, Bill.
Peace.
Thanks. You got it.
That's it. Any closing words, young man?
I don't like the big square.
We understand. We get it. We'll work on the big square.
I need the small square, man. I can't look at myself in the big square.
You're big time now, baby. Let's go. Accept the spotlight. Let's fucking get out there, win $1 million, and call it a day.
What do you think? What do you think about what?
take our fall.
What do you think about what Bill was saying there? That he played 25,000 hands, all this stuff.
Sounds like a lot. I mean, I think play a lot of hands.
All right.
That's it. He played many hands. I played a lot of hands, but I think I played around like 35K. But
Yeah.
There was no way he was gonna say a number less than 25K.
No,
Nah,
he definitely played more.
No, I know.
I know for a fact that Landon actually was playing literally day
Every
in.
day, yeah, every day.
I should have said 1,000 hands.
No one would believe it.
I played for 5 hours.
You posted a graph yesterday of like 1,000 hands in one session.
No, I played 200. I played like 300 hands.
Oh, was that
5K.
short?
Yeah, it was just a short session. Yeah.
I didn't know you dusted him so fast.
You
All
got
right,
him
man.
there too. Yeah.
So we're looking forward to tomorrow, and
Maybe.
Listen, all right, we're setting the stream right now. 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. East. That was what he said. Yeah.
Where is he?
Huh? He's in Texas, so it's Central Time.
Okay.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna plan on that. We're gonna try to expect a 2-hour stream tomorrow, somewhere around that time. Landon, thank you as always for being gracious enough to join us. We'll try to do this again tomorrow.
Big screen.
Bye.
See it.
Congrats on your win, bud. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, that was our post-game interview with both players. We'll be back tomorrow. 8 p.m.
It'll be 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. East.
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We apologize for all the technical errors. It was a tough one, man. We have all these people coming in and out. We don't know if they're gonna come in. They gotta get a link. Some people are a little older than someone else. Someone else doesn't have the bed made. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have $150,000 swings. We'll be here for it. And with that said, peace.